Check 1 2.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. May I have your attention, please, up to the front? Welcome to our January 18, 2024 special magistrate hearing for the Building Division. If anyone who wishes to speak at today's proceedings, please stand and raise your right hand. Do you swear and affirm to tell the truth at today's proceedings? Thank you. You all may be seated. At this time, please silence all of your devices. Our first case is on page 20, Chief George Oliva, property address 1100 West Commercial Boulevard. Case number BE 2307-0390, owner, Universal Property and Casualty Insurance Co. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Good morning to everyone. Inspector Martinez, representing the city and representing also Chief Oliva. Case analysis as read. The required safety inspection report has not been accepted. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
Okay. Sir, please state your name for the record.
My name is Tom Forbes. I'm the principal engineer for the inspection. Structural and my associate.
Okay, good morning. Can you submit that report within the next 42 days?
It's fine. We've completed 2 of the buildings already.
Okay, wonderful.
There are 2 more.
Great, thank you. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay.
All right.
I guess I wasn't coming through. Sorry about
It's all right, I heard you.
Sorry
Imagine
about that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Our next case is on page 21, property address 1100 West Commercial Boulevard, case number BE 2307-0334, owner, Universal Property and Casualty Insurance Co. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1/4/24.
It's the same as the other one. I believe there are 4
Yeah, the
buildings.
inspector has to present the case
Oh,
first.
sorry.
Good morning. Preston Mark, Building Inspector for the city, presenting on behalf of Chief George Oliva. Case number and address as read. The required safety building report has not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days or a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
Okay, again, state your name for the record.
Carl Forbes, I'm the principal engineer.
Okay, and are you in agreement with the 42 days?
Yes, that's fine. We can achieve it.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Our next case is on page 35, Chief George Oliva, property address 3598 West Prospect Road, owner Universal Property and Casualty Insurance Company, case number BE 2308-0100. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
Good morning. My name is Andrew Gebbia, Building Inspector for the City of Fort Lauderdale, presenting on behalf of Chief George Oliva. Case number and address is read by clerk. The required safety building report has not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days and a fine of $100 a day thereafter.
I agree.
Okay.
Carl G. Forbes, principal engineer.
Okay.
And we're
Are you-
doing the inspections.
All right, in agreement with the 42 days?
Yes, we're in agreement.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Our next case. Our next case is on page 38. Chief George Oliva, property address 5341 Northwest 33rd Ave. Owner, Universal Property and Casualty Company. Case number BE 2308-0027. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23. Posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector for the city, presenting on behalf of Chief George Oliva. Case number and address is read. The required safety building report has not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come in compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days or a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
Same thing.
I agree.
Okay, just state your name for the record.
Carl
on this
G.
case.
Forbes, principal
Thank-
engineer. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Our next case, Senior Inspector Alexander Boris, page 58, property address 200 South Birch Road, owner Leisure Beach Association, Inc., case number BE 2303-0194. This case was ordered to reappear. This case was first heard on 5/18/23 to comply by 6/15/23. One section not complied at $100. Suspensions are noted.
Good morning, Your Honor. Inspector Alvarez with the City of Fort Lauderdale, updating you on case number and address as read. Concrete restoration permit has been issued for this project. Repairs are on the way, and the owner's rep is here to provide an additional update.
Okay, please state your name for the record.
Good morning. My name is Rick Pitchman. My company is Emax Enterprises. I was hired by the Condominium Association as their project manager.
Okay, and what progress have we made since the last hearing?
Excellent progress. Our contractor has pulled the permits. They have mobilized. They have started the work.
Good,
They have called in their first inspection
wonderful.
and will be proceeding in accordance with the code requirements.
So I assume you want another suspension. How many days you think you need?
Well, I think at this point we're due 180 days, 6 months plus, or perhaps even a waiver, as long as we continue to make our inspections and fulfill our obligations through the permit requirements.
I can't do any waivers, but
The city supports a 182-day extension because they do have a permit that's active. There's an engineer record and a contractor involved at this point. 182-day extension, city supports that.
Okay, do you want an order to reappear?
In order to reappear in 182 days to
Okay.
provide an additional update unless the work is complete It's probably won't be complete at that point, only because it's a mid-rise building.
Right.
There's a lot of repairs, ongoing repairs.
Okay, so I'll give you 182 days, and you'll reappear on my docket July 18th. And hopefully if you're done before then and you get all your inspections, you won't have to come back. But if you're not, then you'll come back and give me a progress report, okay?
Very willing to do so. Thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.
Have a good day to all.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Our next case is on page 57, Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti, property address 511 Northeast 3rd Ave, B, case number BE 2303-0142, owner Palmiet 2 LLC. This case was first heard on 5/18/23 to comply by 7/20/23. Fine suspended as noted. One section not complied at $100. This case was ordered to reappear.
Good morning. Jose Saragusti, building inspector for the city, presenting the case number as read. This case is not complied. I will let the respondent to speak.
Good morning, Stephanie Mayorga with Stephanie Toothaker's office on behalf of the property owner. We are respectfully requesting a 90-day extension and hold the fines with an order to reappear. We're still working through the DRC site planning process. There have been some issues that came up with the sewer connection, and we're coordinating that with our adjacent neighbor and with the city. So in light of that, we would appreciate an extension so we could finalize that process and go through resume permitting.
Okay, does the city have any objection to a 91-day extension and an order to reappear?
The city approved, agree with the 90 days extension.
Okay. All right,
Thank you.
got it, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
91 days, I went according to this.
Our next case
And an order
is...
to reappear.
Our next case is on page 48, Senior Inspector Alexander Boris, property address 3351 Southwest 13th Ave, owner Schaefer Industries, Inc., case number BE 2301-0013. This case was first heard on 6/15/23 to comply by 8/17/23. One section complied at $50. City is requesting to impose the full amount of $4,050.
Alexander Alvarez, building inspector for the city. This case has been complied. The respondent is here to speak.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Chad Tamaroff. I'm an attorney with Green Spoon Martyr, and I represent the owner, Schaefer Industries. We are respectfully requesting a mitigation of the fines to administrative costs. The result of the fine was due to a tenant installing a racking system without a permit. Once it became notified to the landlord worked with the tenant, and the landlord had their property manager, Stiles, continuously stay on top of the tenant to try to get the proper permitting. It was a little bit more complicated because the way the racking system was designed by the tenant was going to interfere with the fire sprinkler system, as I understand it. They tried to do a workaround. Unfortunately, it was going to be, as I understand, a very expensive endeavor, and it was going to require my client, the owner, to change the sprinkler systems in his unit, which he did not want to do. Once they came to a conclusion that it was not going to be feasible to keep the racking system, the tenant eventually removed it and came into compliance, I believe, on November 7th of 2023. So we'd respectfully request that the fines be mitigated to administrative costs.
City?
City does not object to reduction of fine. Administrative costs, $1,264 with 62 cents.
Okay, so ordered.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
May I be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our next case is on page 54, Chief George Oliva, property address 630 Tennis Club Drive, owner Tennis Club Outer Bridge Condo, Inc., case number BE 2204-0105. This case was first heard on 9/15/22 to comply by 10/27/22. One section complied at $100. Total fines, $19,500. City is requesting to reduce fines to administrative costs of $1,275. Should have let him read that part.
Good morning, Magistrate. George
Good
O'Leary
morning.
on behalf of the city. This case came into compliance and the city is requesting the fine to be reduced to administration costs on $1,275.
Please state your name for the record.
Good morning, Scott Robbins.
Mr. Robbins, are you in agreement with the reduction to administrative costs?
Yes, we are.
Okay, thank you very much. So ordered.
Our next case is also on page 54, property address 640 Tennis Club Drive, owner Tennis Club McLaughlin, Inc., case number BE 22040106. This case was first heard on 9/15/22 to comply by 10/27/22. One section not complied at $100. City is requesting to impose the full amount of $26,400, which continues to accrue.
George O'Leary on behalf of the city. This case is not in compliance. The extension time expired already, and the city is requesting for the imposition of the fine for the full amount.
Okay, please state your name.
Scott Robbins.
Okay, what do you want to tell me in mitigation of the fine?
We would like an extension because we're currently under contract. We made the first payment with our concrete restoration company, and we have a permit pulled.
We cannot give you an extension of time. Only the engineer of records can request one.
Okay.
And he has to meet the criteria on the BORA Rule 5-5. So you can talk to your engineer and ask him to request the extension, and I would consider.
Okay, we'll have him do that.
Okay, and so what happens in the meantime?
Meantime, we want the fine to be imposed.
All right, well, the fines will be imposed and continue to run. However, if you get the extension, then they'll be suspended at that time. That's my order, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you.
Our next case is also on page 54, property address 650 Tennis Club Drive, owner Tennis Club Langland Hondo, Inc., case number BE 22040111. This case was first heard on 9/15/22 to comply by 10/27/22. One section not complied at $100. City is requesting to impose the full amount of $26,400, which continues to accrue.
George O'Leary, on behalf of the city, case and address as read. This is a similar case as the previous. They haven't complied, and the city is requesting the full amount or for them to obtain an extension of time for the safety inspection.
Name for the record again.
Scott Robbins.
Okay, all right, I assume this is the same situation as the last case?
Our concrete engineering plans with Batiste Engineering are paid for. They're doing the plans, and we're going to comply with the concrete restorations.
Okay, and you'll apply for that extension?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll impose the fine that will be suspended if the extension's granted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 49. Inspector Linda Holloway, property address 4112 Northeast 21st Ave. Owner Daniel J. Lesniak and Carrie Scholl Lesniak. Case number BE 23060004. This property was cited on 6/1/23 to comply by 6/30/23. One section complied at $200. Appeal deadline 6/16/23. No appeal received. City is requesting to impose fines of $500.
Sorry. Good morning, Inspector Linda Holloway on behalf of the City of Fort Lauderdale, presenting case BE 23060004, property address 4112 Northeast 21st Avenue. On June 21st, 2023, citation 1171 was completed and posted for violation 9-1D. Any violation of the Florida Building Code shall be a violation of this section and punishable as provided for in this section. There is construction work at this property that was started or completed without obtaining the required permits, consisting of but not limited to a fence being installed without first obtaining a permit. I've been in constant contact with Amy Meister on behalf of the property owners. Permit BLD-FN-23081115 was applied for. However, the owner decided to remove the fence, thus bringing the case into compliance. The city is requesting an imposition of $500 fine be paid. And I have the representative for the owner here to speak on their behalf.
Good morning. Happy New Year. My name is
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Amy Marie Meister with Action Permits.
And are you in agreement with the reduction to $500?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you very
much.
much.
Thank you. Have a
Thank you,
great
Your
day.
Honor.
Our next case is on page 58, Senior Inspector Alexander Boris. Property address 1400 Northeast 53rd Court. Owner, Modern Apartments LLC, case number BE 23030211. This case was first heard on 6/15/23 to comply by 7/20/23. Fine suspended as noted. One section not complied at $100. Total fines $6,200. City is requesting to amend the 11/16/23 comply by date from 11/16/23 to 1/18/24. This is a reappearance.
Alexander Alvarez, Building Inspector for the city, updating you on case number and address is read. The owner has been very cooperative and has mitigated part of the violation. They did obtain a permit to replace the stairwell that was unsafe. That permit has been complete. The stairwell has been replaced, and now they have a second permit addressing the concrete restoration that it's ongoing. Owner's rep is here to provide an additional update.
Sure.
Please
Good morning.
state your name.
Will Steiger, Property Manager.
Okay, Mr. Steiger, tell me what's going on.
So as the inspector mentioned, we had another problem on the property. That was the stairs. That's been repaired already. We are requesting a 182-day extension for the concrete restoration because that's going to be a large job, but we do have the permit and we have started work on that already.
Okay, any objection to the
No
180?
objection.
Okay, all right, I'll give you a 182-day extension, and I will amend the order of 11/16 comply by date to 1/18/24.
If I may add a mandatory reappearance in case the project is not complete within the 182-day.
Yes, and you will reappear on my July 18th docket if it's not complied before then.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 53. Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, property address 2010 Northeast 17th Street. Owner, Ocean Key Apartments LLC, case number BE 22110015. This case was first heard on 1/19/23 to comply by 3/23/23. Fine suspended as noted. One section not complied at $50. The city is requesting to impose the full amount of $10,450, which continues to accrue.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting case as read. Case is not in compliance. I'm going to let the respondent speak.
Hi, please
Good
state your
morning.
name for the record.
Steve Bader, Managing Member, Ocean Key Apartments.
Good morning.
Good morning. Mr. Martinez and I have been in contact about this throughout the whole process. There were multiple code violations. The ones that we were able to handle on our own were taken care of immediately. Unfortunately, this is electrical and air conditioning, and I've gone through contractor after contractor trying to get someone to help with this. No one wants to touch it because the work was done by someone else. We have finally pulled the electrical permits, and I finally have an AC guy. Permits are submitted. They should be issued any day now. Just asking for a continuance.
Okay. Any objection from the city?
No, the city will request a 35-day extension.
35-day extension?
Yes.
Okay, and we'll suspend the fines during that time.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks.
Our next case is on page 5, Senior Inspector Leonardo Martinez, property address 1515 Southeast 16th Street. Owner, Pomponet Inc., case number BE 23110158. Notice posted at the property on 12/13/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
Building Inspector Leonardo Martinez representing the city, case and address as read. I visited this property and observed a partially collapsed seawall and the erosion impacted on the roof structure over the boat slip located at Pompanet property, making both the seawall and the concrete roof structure unsafe. At the time of my inspection, I met with Gladys Nugent, which is a worker, who contacted me with Vin Murray, the manager of the property. Mr. Murray informed me that they were waiting for the insurance company. Your Magistrate, I would like you to take in consideration this seawall has been like this since the flood event that occurred April 12th of 2023. I informed him that I was deeming the roof structure and the seawall unsafe, and the city is requesting the affected roof structure and the seawall be assessed by a qualified professional, and a signed and sealed letter should be submitted within 7 days. The letter should include the findings, conclusion, and prescribed remedy of the assessment, including if there is any imminent danger or potential undermining hazard of the adjacent building, which belongs to Cable Marine. Property was cited on the Florida Building Code 2020, Section 116.1.1, unsafe structure. The engineer letter was submitted within the time the city requested. As today, no permit has been applied, and Loving Marine, which is the company that they hired to do this repair, has been in contact with me. They're working on the documentation so they can come to the city and submit for permits. We're asking your owner to find that the violation exists and to grant the property owner 63 days to come into compliance or fines of $100 per violation per day thereafter.
Okay, and you want a report in 7 days? Is that what you
The report was received.
Oh.
We received the report.
Okay.
But now they have to move forward to put the permit and submit for permits so they can take care of that unsafe structure.
All right, sir, please state your name.
Yes, good morning. My name is Mark Carpenter. I'm with Pompanet LLC. I'm the general manager. I am home based out of Tampa, Florida.
Are you in agreement with the 63 days extension?
I absolutely am, and I greatly appreciate it.
Okay.
That's true. That's right.
Just 1 second.
Yeah, Your Magistrate, I just want to let you know that on this, I have 2 cases on the property. This one is on the unsafe structure. So what the remedy would be for us, if they don't take care of what they need to do, the city will go over, demolish the property, make it safe.
Okay.
That would be the correction on that, on this case. There is another case that I have is coming behind on the same property that is because they didn't maintain the property. I mean, and that's another case that we're going to impose some fines.
So are you asking for a request for demo at this time?
I'm requesting on this one that they make the property safe or demolish the property.
Okay.
Okay? If not, the city within 63 days would take over and would do the job and charge them.
Okay, sir. Are you in agreement with the 63 days to either make the structure safe or demo?
I absolutely am. That structure will be demoed. The equipment is moved into place, and they're just waiting on the final permitting.
Okay.
But they've been working vigorously, and the new seawalls have been poured,
All right,
ready
good.
to be installed, just waiting on permitting.
Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, so 63 days or order to demo.
Okay, we're moving forward to the next.
Okay.
Okay, she's going to read it.
Yes, please.
Okay. Next case is also on page 5, property address 1515 Southeast 16th Street, case number BE 23110159, owner Pompanet Inc. Notice posted at the property on 12/13/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
This is the same case, Your Honor. The only difference is that we're going to request on this one that they come into compliance, applying and obtaining the permits. And on this one, we will request that 63 days to come into compliance or fines of $100 per day per violation. but it's the same case.
All right, sir, please state your name again for the record.
Yes, my name is Mark Carpenter.
Okay, are you in agreement with the 63 days to get the seawall?
I absolutely am, thank you.
Okay,
And the
all
roof
right, thank
structure.
you very much.
Yes, and you all have
Thank
a
you,
good day.
Honor.
Our next case is on page 48, Senior Inspector Alexander Obores, property address 1616 Northeast 16th Ave. Owner, Hotel Perry Realty LLC, case number BE 22110086. This case was first heard on 7/20/23 to comply by 9/21/23. One section not complied at $50. City is requesting to impose fines of $5,900, which continues to accrue.
Inspector Alvarez for the City of Fort Lauderdale, obtaining your case number and address as read. The case remains not in compliance. Permit has the owner has applied for building permit. The master permit has been approved, however, it's not yet issued, and there are pending sub-permits. The owner is here to provide an additional update.
Okay, sir, please state your name for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Jose Sigala.
Okay, sir, what progress are we making here?
Well, I hired a contractor, an architect, when the case was imposed, and they are not the most expedited, but we have been working in the case and in constant communication with the inspector.
And how much time do you think you need?
60 more days.
Does the city have a problem with 63 days?
Yes, during our conversation, he indicated that he wants to request 63. The city does not object. City supports a 63-day extension, hold the fines, and reschedule for another massey hearing in 63 days.
Okay. All right, so you'll get a 63-day extension. I'll suspend the fines during that period, and you will reappear on my March 21st docket.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Our next case is on page 55, Chief George Oliva, property address 1040, Bayview Drive. One second, I lost my page, okay, sorry. 1040 Bayview Drive. Owner, Sunrise and Bayview Partners LLC, case number BE 21090012. This case was first heard on 1/20/22 to comply by 7/19/22. Case complied as of 1/18/24. City is requesting to reduce fines to $1,275.
George Oliva, on behalf of the city, the case came into compliance because the building was demolished. So we're supporting the reduction of the fine to $1,275.
$1,275,
$275.
okay. Counsel, state your name.
Good morning, Andrew Schein with Lockery and Chakas, representing the property owner. We're fine with the administrative
Okay,
costs.
perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you. 2. Yes.
Our next case is on page 52. Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, property address 616 Northwest 2nd Ave. Owner, Northwest 6th Investments LLC, case number BE 22110035. This case was first heard on 8/17/23 to comply by 10/19/23. One section not complied at $50. City is requesting to impose fines of $4,500, which continues to accrue.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting case as read. This case is not in compliance. I'm going to let the respondent speak.
Good morning, Andrew Schein with Lockery and Chakas, representing the property owner. This is for a change of use. We did receive approval from Planning and Zoning for the change of use in December. Now we have to go in for the permit. You have to do the zoning before the permit.
Okay.
So we're going to ask for 63 days. I did speak to the inspector before this. We're going to ask for 63 days with an order to reappear. We have to build parking spaces as well, so I think we can get it done in 63 days, but if not, we'd like to reappear.
Okay. Is that acceptable to the city? Okay, 63 days, we'll suspend the fines, and you will reappear on my March 21st docket, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The next case is on page 51. Senior Inspector Leonardo Martinez, property address 802 Southwest 29th Street, owner Melissa McGriff, case number BE 2305-0135. This case was first heard on 6/15/23 to comply by 7/20/23. Fine suspended as noted. One section complied at $250. Total fines $20,250. City is requesting to reduce fines to administrative costs of $1,453.54.
Inspector Martinez, representing the city, case analysis as read. This case is complied. City is requesting administration cost. We'll reduce the fine, so.
Okay. State your name.
Andrew Shine with Lockery and Chakas, representing the property owner. Yes, we're fine with that.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Counsel.
Our next case is on page 4. Senior Inspector Leonardo Martinez, property address 815 Northwest 4th Ave, owner Timothy Gutzmer, case number BE 2303-0001. Notice posted at the property on 12/12/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
Building Inspector Leo Martinez, representing the city, case analysis as read. I visited this property and observed a new shed installed in the back of the property and new wooden fence near the new shed and a chain link fence installed in the front. For the shed, there was a permit application in the city waiting for corrections to be answered. No permit application at the time for the installed fences. The property was cited for work without permit on the Florida Building Code 2020, Section 105.1. After receiving the inspection report, the owner, Mr. Timothy Gutzmer, contacted me and explained that the characteristics of the house that he's installing in the property, which is a modular home, and the shed and the fence permit that was applied later were as sub-permits of the master permit for the modular home. This case was open and inspection report was mailed out to the property owner on March 1st of 2023. The notice of hearing was posted at the property on December 12th of 2023. I've been in contact with the owner. At some point, I facilitate him with some contact information of departments and chiefs that can help him to obtain his permit. As today, the permit for the shed has all reviews completed, but cannot be issued until the master permit is issued because the shed permit is a sub-permit. Fence permit is still in review, and the rest of his permits are still in the process. We are asking your honor to find that the violation exists and to grant the property owner 63 days to come into compliance or fines of $50 per violation per day thereafter.
Sir, please state your name.
Good morning, Timothy Gutzmer, property owner.
Good morning. Are you in agreement with the 63 days to bring the property into compliance?
If we can get a little more time on it, we just had a review in December, and they sent us back for more reviews, which really is attached to the modular home. And for us, it's a bit of a conundrum because we're dealing with a state-approved home, and the city is asking questions that have already been approved by the state. So we've contacted the builder who is dealing with who's contact the city or the departments. So hopefully, we're waiting for an answer back from that. So we can't say 60 days, but we can get a little more time to see what the results are. But that's really the main issue, the comments from mechanicals, plumbing, and all of those things. Permits have been pulled for those things, but again, the city's asking for the things that's already been approved by the state because it's a state-approved home. So we're climbing an uphill battle. Hopefully we reach a plateau, but if we can get to 180 days,
That's too much. No, we've been dealing with this. We've been in the same spot. You know, there is some misinformation that I don't understand why. That's why I gave him. I provide him with the chief so he can go straight to the point and ask what's holding his permits to be issued. Okay, the city will agree to maybe 91 days.
in
Okay,
response
do
to
you
that.
want, how about 91 days in an order to reappear so that?
That's
if there's
fine
a
with me.
problem. Okay, all right, I'll do 91 days and you'll reappear on my docket on April 18th.
Not a problem.
All right,
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
thank you.
Our next case is on page 51, Senior Inspector Leonardo Martinez. Property address 1801 Northeast 8th Street. Owner, Michael Gregory Gibson. Case number BE 23030242. This case was first heard on 8/17/23 to comply by 10/12/23. Fine suspended as noted. One section complied at $50. City is requesting to impose the full amount of $250.
Building Inspector Martinez, representing the city, case analysis as read. The case is complied. I'll let the defendant speak.
Please state your name for the record.
Yes, Michael Gibson. I'm the property owner.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was here last time, and I had submitted all of the requests to comply. In fact, I have an email from the engineer saying that all the information that they had requested had been received, and this was before the fines were supposed to be imposed. So I guess the only issue I would have, and by the way, I had originally hired somebody to do all the work and get all the permits, and they turned out to be unlicensed contractor. So I lost all my money with him, and then obviously I'm spending all this time, and I'm just a homeowner. I don't really know how the process works. Anyway, my only issue is that I submitted everything to the city, and they received it before the fines were supposed to be imposed. So the only thing I would say is I don't want any fines.
City won't support that, Your Honor. The city, I mean, that's administration cost. This case dragged a lot.
Yeah.
And the city is requesting the $250.
Okay.
And also, I just want to add that I don't know if you have put any permits for the jacuzzi that was installed without permit and the structure that is on the ground. As soon as we close this one, I hope that you did, because if not, you're going to have another case coming up. Okay?
Yes, I understand.
All right.
Okay. Well, in light of the fact that there was a finding of fact that the violation existed and $250 is barely city costs, I think that's, I'm going to impose the fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 9. Inspector Preston Mark. Property address 440 Northeast 1st Ave. Owner Robert Z. Sablabo. Case number BE 2306-0158. Notice posted at the property on 11/21/23. Posted at posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Restabat Villa Inspector presented for the city. Case and address as read. This property was cited for violation under Florida Building Code 2020-109.4, the construction of a tiki hut without a permit. This tiki hut was actually converted into a utility structure, including plumbing and electrical, etc. The case was opened 6/26/23. Inspection report mailed 7/11/23, and special magistrate notice posted 10/26/23. The case was initially opened as a code enhancement case and thereafter elevated to a building enforcement case. Over the past several months, I've assisted the neighbor with the processing of the permits, and at present, he's awaiting plan review. He's available to speak.
Please state your name for the record.
Robert Sabo.
Okay. And have you done anything to get the permit?
I have been working diligently with Mr. Mark and with architects, and I'm waiting for their review of the comments that have been provided.
Okay. And
So we have agreed that we will assist the neighbor with an additional 63 days to come into compliance, or fine of $50 a day thereafter.
okay, so are you in agreement with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very
The
much.
city's also requesting to, order a final order, record the final order.
Excuse me?
The city is also requesting a final order be recorded.
Okay, so ordered.
Thank you.
What is that order? I'm sorry?
Pardon me?
I didn't hear the last piece.
He's requesting that the order be recorded.
Okay, sorry.
Our next case is on page 51, Senior Inspector Leonardo Martinez, property address 1401 Holly Heights Drive, owner 1401 number trust, Fidelity First Holding LLC trustee. Case number BE 2303-0100. This case was first heard on 8/17/23 to comply by 10/12/23. One section not complied at $50. City is requesting to impose the full amount of $4,850, which continues to accrue.
Building Inspector Martinez representing the city, case analysis as read, the case no in compliance. I'm gonna let the representative to speak.
David May, owner of the property. We've gone ahead and we've started the permitting process. We started a while ago. It's been coming back and forth. These are as-built, so during the hurricane we had to replace some windows that were blown out. We've gone ahead through the whole process, back and forth with the city. We've now come down to the last little minor thing, which is the engineering for the pressure on the windows.
How much time do you think you need?
28 days.
City agrees.
Okay, 28 days. We'll suspend the fines during that time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 48. Inspector Preston Mark, property address 2554 Tortugas Lane, owner Ryan M. Pierce, case number BE 2109-0014. This case was first heard on 7/20/23 to comply by 9/21/23. One section complied at $50. City is requesting to impose the full amount of $2,700.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case and number and address. Case number and address is read. This case has complied. However, there are fines pending. Ryan, you can speak on behalf.
Yeah, just like to say good morning.
Good morning.
I
Please
was
state your name for the record.
Ryan Pierce, property owner.
Okay.
I was working with a previous building inspector who actually left the department, so there was a little bit of a time lapse in which I had made progress. I had hired engineers, special inspectors, architects, and was making progress the entire way. Was granted an extension. However, just with challenges with engineering and recovering logs from the barges to drive the pilings to get the proper calculations, there was just a delay. So we've since submitted all the permits, and we are in compliance now, just waiting for the final inspections.
Okay. City have.
So are you requesting?
Yes, and then I'm requesting just a reduction to the administration fees.
Okay, the city will support the reduction to administrative fines of $1,126.97.
Okay, so ordered.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next case, Preston, you're up next. Our next case is on page 10. Inspector Preston Mark, property address 824 North Victoria Park Road, owner Galilea Investments LLC, case number BE 2307-0132. Notice posted at the property on 11/21/23, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 1424.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector, presenting for the city. Case and address as read. The property was cited for violation of the Florida Building Code 105.1. Building was illegally altered and construction work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits. This included new windows and doors without permits. Case was opened July 12, 2023. Inspection report mailed July 18, 2023. Special magistrate notice 10/25/2023. I initially visited this property on 2 occasions to investigate a complaint from a neighbor concerning work being done at the premises without permit. I thereafter spoke with the owner who gave us access to inspect the property, and during the inspection found the above violations. I also spoke with the contractor who indicated that the windows and doors were of different glazing types and brands and suggested that the accordion shutters be installed over the existing openings. The owner was also in agreement with this, and as a result, we have agreed to install shutters over the openings, and at present, the permit is in process. I'll have the
Okay, and so
respondent
what's your
speak.
recommendation?
The recommendation is to allow 63 days of additional time to have the permit approved, and then we would go back for an inspection to comply the case,
Or a fine of?
or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
Okay, sir, please state your name.
Okay, my name is Jaime Galilea.
Okay, are you in agreement with the 63-day extension to finish
Yes,
the
I am.
project?
The permit was submitted to the city on December 21st. I suppose it will be soon enough.
Okay, if you run into a problem, make sure you contact the inspector.
Okay,
All
thank you.
right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our next case is on page 59, Senior Inspector Alexander Albores, property address 1501 Southeast 15th Street, owner the Island Club Condo Association, Inc., case number BE 2301-0100. This case was ordered to reappear from 11/16/23. This case was first heard on 7/20/23 to comply by 9/21/23. Fine suspended as noted. One section not complied at $50. City is requesting to amend the 11/16/23 comply by date from 11/16/23 to 1/18/24.
Alexander Labores, Building Inspector for the city, updating you on case number and address is read. The case is not yet complied. The respondent is here to provide an update.
Okay, please
Good
state your
morning.
name.
Mark Ortiz, property manager of the Island Club.
All right, what progress are you making on this?
So we are the new management of the Island Club. They just recently changed prior management. We are aware of the prior management of lack of response on this violation. Since then, we have acquired one proposal, and we have two pending at the moment. And then once we vote on the current proposal, we can submit the permits and then
How
go
much-
ahead with scheduling.
How much time do you think you need?
As far as choosing the proposal and submitting the permits, we can do that hopefully within the next week or two. And it's just, we just have to wait until the permits are approved. And then once they're approved, we can go on with scheduling the project.
Okay.
Your Honor, at this time, this case, it's been open since January. The city has supported multiple extensions, and at this time, the city does not support any additional extension and is requesting for the case to come back as a massey hearing in 63 days. At that point, if a permit is in fact issued and progress is being done, maybe he can come back and make another request, but at this time, the city does not support any additional extensions.
Okay, so what's the 63 days for? I'm not
Massey
following
hearing,
that.
today it's a mandatory reappearance, so in 63 days will be a hearing to impose fines.
Okay, all right. Okay,
And fines would begin to accrue since we're not doing an extension.
okay. All right, this will be scheduled for a Massey hearing, and you will reappear on my March 21st docket.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 49, Inspector Linda Holloway, property address 813 Southwest 4th Court, 1-4. Owner, Sailboat Bend Residences, LLC, case number BE 2202-0074. This case was first heard on 6/16/22 to comply by 8/18/22. Fine suspended as noted. One section not complied at $50. City is requesting to impose the full amount of $16,750, which continues to accrue.
Good morning, Inspector Linda Holloway. Case number and property address is read. The case is not in compliance. The permit is still going through the revisions process. The owner is here to speak on behalf of the property.
Good
Please state
morning.
your name. Good morning.
My name's Tony. My real name's Anthony S. Ortiz.
Okay.
I go by Tony.
All right. Okay, what progress are you making?
I submitted the revisions. They're currently under review. As of Tuesday, they were currently
Okay,
under review.
How much time do you think you need?
63 days.
Any objection?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, 63 days, and we'll suspend the fines during that time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a great day.
Our next case is on page 11. Inspector Preston Mark, property address 1400 Southwest 32nd Court. Owner, Connections HG LLC, case number BE 23070073. Notice posted at the property on 11/22/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector, presenting for the city. Case and address as read. This property was cited for violation of the Florida Building Code 2020, 105.1. This building was illegally altered and construction was illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to: there was a new fence being installed, a new deck AC unit, there was kitchen and bathroom remodeling done. The case was opened 7/10/2023, inspection report 7/13/23, and special magistrate notice filed 10/31/23. I initially visited the property to investigate a complaint from neighbors regarding work being done at this property without permits. We were given access to the property by Paula via the ring system. During our inspection, we observed that a wooden fence and a deck was being installed, and also observed that the interior of the home was remodeled. That included the kitchen, bathrooms. There was also an AC unit changed, and a new shed was installed in the backyard. Records showed no permits were pulled for any of this work. On July 12, 2023, I spoke with the owner, Daniel, who confirmed that they did not pull permits due to the fact that they suffered a lot of damage as a result of the flood. So they replaced the fence, AC, and some of the interior work, drywall, etc. I did indicate to Daniel that he needed to obtain permits, and I spoke with him subsequently on 2 or 3 occasions, at which time he indicated that he would be obtaining plans and would submit for permits. Records showed as of to date there are no permits being applied for. The respondent is here to speak. You can update the court on.
Good morning, Daniel Molina, the homeowner. As Mr. Mark indicated, we're working on trying to get the permits. It took us a long time to get a reasonably priced architect engineer to help us with the drawings and everything.
How much time are you asking for?
So we already got to the registration of the contractor with the city. We're waiting on approval for him so we can upload all the information, like the plans and everything that he provided us. So I'm unaware of how long that process can take. So.
Well, the city is going to request the magistrate to find that the violations exist and to grant the property owner 63 days to come in compliance and a fine of 50 days thereafter.
$50 thereafter.
$50 a day thereafter.
Okay. So I'll give you 63 days, after which the fines will begin to accrue. So if you run into a problem with the permits or whatever, make sure you contact the inspector.
We will. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 50. Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti. Property address 417 Northeast 11th Ave. Owner Deborah and Bent Phillipson. Case number BE 22120100. This case was first heard on 3/16/23 to comply by 4/20/23. Fine suspended as noted. One section complied at $50. City is requesting to impose the full amount of $5,400.
Building Inspector Jose Saragusti, presenting the case number as read. The case is comply. I will let the respondent speak.
Please state your name for the record.
Good morning. My name is Yankee Andruzier, owner's rep.
Okay, can you tell me why it took so long?
Basically, we just encountered a contractor that promised everything and didn't end up doing any of the work he promised to do. I got involved immediately, pulled all permits, removed all the violations, and I asked to mitigate the fee at this point, please, as all the violations have been removed.
Okay.
The city requests administrative fees of $1,227.
Okay, we'll reduce it to city costs of $1,227.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, at this time, the city is requesting a 5-minute recess.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to. Six, Chief George Oliva, property address 5950 North Federal Highway, owner 5950 North Federal Investments LLC, case number BE 2205-0205. This case was first heard on 10/20/22 to comply by 12/1/22. One section complied at $100. Total fines $14,100. City is requesting to vacate the order from 9/21/23 and reduce fines to administrative costs of $1,275.
George Lee, on behalf of the city is recommending for the fines to be reduced to the administration cost. The case is being in compliance.
Jim Schwigler. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Our next case is on page 50. Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti, property address 620 Northwest 15th Ave, owner Anair Gonzalez, Edgar Lima, case number BE 211-20011. This case was first heard on 4/14/22 to comply by 6/16/22. One section not complied at $50. Total fines $12,600. City is requesting to impose the full amount, which continues to accrue. City is also requesting to amend the 11/16/23 comply by date from 11/16/23 to 1/18/24. Suspensions are noted.
Jose Saragusti, Building Inspector, presenting the case number as read. The case is not complied. The city doesn't support more extensions. The city is requesting for fines to be imposed. I will let the respondent to speak.
Please state your name for the record. Hi, yes, good morning. My name is Anair Gonzalez, and I'm the property owner.
Okay, this has been going on since April of 2022. We've given you multiple extensions. What seems to be a problem?
The problem in my case has been that pretty much everything in the house for what I bought it for,
Thank you.
every aspect of the house has been non-compliant. Unfortunately, I didn't do any of the work, so I don't have any of the original specs to the house or anything like that. So it has taken me time as I've been able to afford, getting the appropriate things so I can bring it up to date. It has all been done under one permit. So unfortunately, even though driveway, AC unit, those other things have been fine because those things have been able to legalize. But because it's all part of one same permit, it doesn't move forward. And I am in communications with the regular building department, and there was a mistake that was holding up one of the permits. So I do just have to follow up to see if now that was corrected, if it would move forward. And the doors and windows, I do have an active permit now. I'm just waiting for them to be replaced. And then the shed was removed altogether. I don't have a shed anymore.
Okay. So what's left to be done on the property?
So I have to I have to replace the wood fence because with the flood did its way with the fence and kind of like washed it off. And then the kitchen and bathroom is what I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to legalize that, because I don't even know what the work was done, but I'm working with them on that. That was the part that had the mistake. They put it as pending for something, but really they were saying that they didn't need an inspection. So I'm just needing to follow up on those things.
We disagree with that. The city doesn't support more extensions. It's a very old case. There are a lot of permits voided, and we don't support more extension for this case.
Yeah, this case is almost 2 years old. I'm afraid I can't grant you any more extensions. You know, when the case is brought into compliance, you know, maybe there's something that can be done, but you're going to have to get everything done as quickly as possible. So I will, there is a request to amend the comply by date of the 11/16/23 order, and I'll do that. So that will reduce the fines. But I can't grant any more extensions. Okay?
And Your Honor, just so we're clear, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 permits that were in the system that are all voided. So, you know, there's...
Unfortunately, I don't know why they were voided. I was in the building office in December, and they were not voided. I have no idea what they were voided. I also don't understand this process.
The system shows the permit void. The only permit issue is the window and door and the re-roof, but nothing more. The house, it has complete alteration. And by the way, the case was opened in December 2nd, 2021.
Okay. And what is it she has to do now that these permits have been voided? She's got to apply for new permits?
I think so, because I don't understand why. I suppose you void the permit.
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I actually submitted corrections, so that's why I'm actually unaware why they would have voided them.
Okay, for not, it was void for not activity in the permit.
I submitted corrections in December. But I'll figure that out. That's on me. It's not on you guys.
All right. If you have any questions, I'm sure the inspector will be happy to explain things to you, but this has got to get done. I know it's been, you know, difficult on you, but I can't keep a case open for 2 years, you know what I mean?
I understand.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 7. Senior Inspector Alexander Aboris, property address 2150 Northeast 17th Street. Owner, NAP 17th Street Marina LLC Building, Sales Ventures LLC Land. Case number BE 2307-0060. Notice posted at the property on 12/27/23. Posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
Morning.
Alexander Alvarez, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case number BE 2305-0128. There is an expired permit related to this property as stated in today's agenda. The required inspections were not scheduled and permit was left to expire. The expired permit was for a temporary structure. City is requesting for the magistrate to find that violation exists and grant the property owner 91 days to come into compliance or remove the temporary structure or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. City is also requesting for the final order to be recorded. The respondent is here.
Okay. Please state your name for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Stephanie Toothaker on behalf of Tavistock and Informa. This is the super yacht tent that's on 17th Street Causeway. We've been working very closely with the city, with the building official, the Department of Sustainable Development, and the fire marshal, and we are submitting plans. We've been working on those diligently, and we appreciate the city giving us 91 days to come into compliance.
All right. So ordered.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next case, Chief George Oliva on page 55. Property address 3000 Northwest 69th Court, common area. Owner, Palm Air Village Condo Association, number 1, Inc. Case number BE 2204-0093. This case was first heard on 10/20/22 to comply by 4/18/23. One section not complied at $100. City is requesting to impose the full amount of $27,400, which continues to accrue.
George O'Leary on behalf of the city. The case is not in compliance, and the city is requesting the full amount to be imposed today.
Please state your name for the record.
Lori Hill.
Okay. Why is it taking so long to bring this property into compliance?
There were a number of board changes that happened. They finally secured a contractor who is going through the permitting process. 2 of the buildings have already been permitted for the concrete restoration repairs, and the other ones are currently in permitting. The contractor, it's a smaller company. They can only work on 2 buildings at a time. We have our first pre-construction meeting next week, and to start construction the first week of, or to start the restoration the first week of February. They're a small working class community that, I mean, they had to do special assessments. They've had over $300,000 in special assessments over the last year for unanticipated plumbing repairs. It's been extremely taxing on their membership to get here, and this was yet another special assessment for them. So they are working diligently to come into compliance. But this is where we are right now.
Is this just about getting the report in, or?
The city sent the first notice on April 2022, and it's going to be almost 2 years, and we haven't had any report, nothing submitted to us. The engineer of record should have sent a letter requesting a little more time, but he never did. You need to have issue permits also to request an extension of time. The city is mandated by Broward County and the state of Florida to follow with the safety report guidelines. And at this moment, the only thing that I can recommend is for the imposition of fine. Once you come into compliance, we can come back over here, and maybe you can have a lien reduction hearing.
Okay, we did submit the reports for both sets of buildings.
Right,
They just
many
required
years ago.
repairs. Yeah, and I apologize because we were not their management company at that time.
Well, at that time, I was the chief here in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm mandated to follow Broward County Board Rules on Appeal ordinance for the safety inspection. And specifically, it became more strong after Surfside collapse.
Of course.
So the state got involved now, and I had to follow the rules. I cannot circumvent. So at this moment, we're going to impose the fines. Once you come into agreement, you can request a hearing to have the fines reduced.
Understood.
Okay? Thank you.
Understood. Okay.
Yeah, I think that because this has been going on so long, that, you're going to have to get that report done, and so the fines will continue to run until you do.
Okay.
All right.
Until
Thank
the reports that there are no repairs required, because the
Right.
reports have been done. Okay, understood. Okay, thank you.
you. All right.
Thank you.
Your Honor, at this time, we have to recall the case on page 7. There was a discrepancy with the case. Recalling case BE 2307-0060, property address 2150 Southeast 17th Street. Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor, there was a discrepancy as stated. I'm going to read the case again. Inspector Alvarez, building inspector for the city, presenting case number and address as read. There is an expired permit related to this property as stated in today's agenda. The required inspections were not scheduled and permit was left to expired. The expired permit was for a temporary structure. City is requesting for the magistrate to find the violation exists and grant the property owner 91 days to come into compliance or remove the temporary structure or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. City is also requesting for the final order to be recorded.
Okay, $50 a day?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
I think we were just correcting the permit number, is my understanding.
Case number, correct.
Case
yeah.
number, yes.
Okay, all right, so you're in agreement?
Just a correction, yes, for the
All right,
record, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, thank you.
Our next case is on page 53, Senior Inspector Jorge Martinez, property address 1320 Northwest 19th Street. Owner, Paris Lakes, homestead exempted, Shaniqua L. Williams, case number BE 2201-0014. This case was first heard on 9/15/22 to comply by 11/17/22. One section not complied at $50. City is requesting to impose the full amount of $12,250, which continues to accrue. City is also requesting to amend the 11/16/23 comply by date from 11/16/23 to 1/18/24. Suspensions are noted.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of the city, presenting case as read. Case is not in compliance. At this moment, the city will request a 63-day extension. And I'm going to let the respondent speak.
Please state your name for the record.
Hi, good morning. My name is Shaniqua Williams.
Okay.
And the reason why it's been taking so long, the contractors that I had before, I had to get rid of them because they were holding everything up, and now everything is submitted, so it's just corrections that needed to be done. But they're working on that stuff right now, so everything
And
should
how
be
much
squared.
time does?
63 days.
63 days. All right, 63 days, and I'll suspend the fines during that period.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, one moment. We're waiting for a sign-in sheet. One moment, please.
Sorry. And the city will request a mandatory reappearance.
Okay, she already left.
Oh, she's right there.
Yes.
Well, if she's not in compliance.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
So, ma'am, the inspector's just asking that you reappear in 63 days if you're not in compliance. If you are, then you won't need to come, but if you
Yes.
aren't,
Yes.
you can come back.
Okay, so, yes, that'll be on my March 21st docket.
We're waiting for more people to sign in because it was so long. We had some people come in at 11.
Okay.
You want to take a recess?
What about the people that are sitting there?
Well, they have that one sign-in sheet.
No, but I mean, there are people.
Right.
In the audience.
I think because the sign-in sheet has the people who are signed in, but they're trying to sign in other people and add them. Maybe you want to fix that.
When the November hearing was canceled, I rescheduled those for 11 o'clock. So that we didn't have so many come in at one time.
Oh, nice. That was so smart.
But now nobody came in.
Yeah. So some of these people are here for 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's who she's signing in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So maybe, yeah, we.
Copy
a little
machine
early,
anyway.
Maybe we can just grab them and, yeah, see what the people that are here, if they're early, then wait, but that makes sense.
Our next case is on page 17, Chief George Oliva. Property address 909 Breakers Avenue. 1 second. God dang it. 909 Breakers Avenue, owner Breakers of Fort Laud Condo Association, case number BE 2306-0093. Please lower your voices. Thank you. Notice posted at the property on 12/12/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424. Thank you.
Good morning, Ron Kaniuk, attorney for the Breakers.
Good morning. Just wait to.
No, not a problem.
Señor Building Inspector José Saragusti, presenting case on behalf of Chief George Oliva, case and address as read. The required safety inspection report has not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come in compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
Okay. All right, sir.
I believe, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Are you in agreement with producing the report within the next 42 days.
If we could, I believe we have a majority of the reports already. Because everybody is going through this recertification process post-Surfside, it's been difficult to get some of the professionals to come out and do it. If we could have 60 days, we'd be able to.
I think the way the ordinance is written, I don't have that discretion. It's got to be 42 days.
I had to ask.
Yeah, no problem. But 42 days or a fine of $100 a day thereafter.
No problem. And how's the best way to submit the documents to you guys?
I'll let the inspector explain it to you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 32. Chief George Oliva, property address 3320 Northwest 53rd Street, owner SPG Palm Crossing LLC, in care of One Tower Bridge, case number BE 2308-0017. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
Building Inspector Leo Martinez, representing the city, also representation of Chief Oliva. The required safety inspection report has not been accepted. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days and or fines of $100 per day thereafter.
Please state your name.
Lisa Castellanos with Cegis Property Group.
Okay. You need to submit that report within the next 42
We
days.
submitted it last night.
Oh, perfect.
So
Good.
it should be
All right. Thank you very much.
I'm the next two.
We have no
right.
proof of that.
Okay. Next case is also on page 32. Property address 3420 Northwest 53rd Street. Owner Segas FLCC LLC One Tower Bridge. Case number BE 2308-0013. Notice posted at the property 12/2/23. Posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
Building Inspector Martinez, representing the city, and Chief George Oliva. The required safety inspection report has not been accepted. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days and of fines of $100 per day thereafter.
Lisa Castellanos with Cegis Property Group. The reports were submitted this morning. So we
Okay,
accept.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
42
One more.
days. Okay, one more.
Yep.
Our next case is on page 33. Property address 3520 Northwest 56th Street. Owner SPG Palm Crossing LLC, in care of Segas Property Group. Case number BE 2308-0036. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23. Posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
Building Inspector Martinez, representing the city, representing also Chief Oliva. Case analysis as read. The required safety inspection report has not been accepted. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days and fines of $100 per day thereafter.
Lisa Castellanos with Cegis Property Group. We submitted the reports last night, so we
Okay,
accept.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 23. Chief George Oliva, property address 1401 Northwest 62nd Street. Owner, Fort Lauderdale Crown Center, Inc. Case number BE 2307-0077. Notice posted at the property on 12/1/23. Posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector for the city, presenting on behalf of Chief George Oliva. Case number and address is read. The reports were submitted, but the reports have failed. The city is asking for 180 days extension and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
Okay, please state your name for the record. Oh.
Karen Finger Everett.
Okay. Are you in agreement for the 180 days extension?
I am.
Okay. All right, and I believe you have a second case on?
Yes.
Okay, you want to read that in?
Our next case is property address 1425 Northwest 62nd Street, owner Fort Lauderdale Crown Center, Inc., case number BE 23070076. Notice posted at the property on 12/1/23, posted at posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
President Mark Billen, Inspector of the City, representing the city on behalf of Chief George Oliva. Case number and address is read. The reports were submitted but failed. The city is asking for 180 days extension and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
Yes, I'm in agreement.
Okay, you just have to state your name again for the record.
Karen Finger Everett.
Okay. Next one.
Property address 1451 Northwest 62nd Street, owner Fort Lauderdale Crown Center, Inc., case number BE 23070079. Notice posted at the property 12/1/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
President Mark Billen, Inspector for the City, representing on behalf of the, Chief George Oliva. Case number and address is read. The reports were submitted but failed. The city is asking for 180 days extension and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
Okay, once again.
Karen Finger Everett, yes, I agree.
Okay. Next one.
Property on page 24, property address 1475 West Cypress Creek Road, owner Fort Lauderdale Crown Center, Inc., case number BE 23070074. Notice posted at the property 12/1/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
President Mark Billen, Inspector for the City, presenting on behalf of Chief George Oliva. Case and number and address is read. The reports were submitted but failed. The city is asking for 180 days extension and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
Okay, say your name.
Karen Finger Everett, yes, I agree.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Our next case is on page 57. Senior Inspector Alejandro Del Rio, property address 1108 Northeast 16th Terrace, case number BE 23050171. Owner Andrew Pergosis, Jadbina Pergosis. This case was first heard on 10/19/23 to comply by 1/18/24. One section not complied at $50.
Inspector Martinez for the city, presenting the case on behalf of Building Inspector Alejandro Del Rio. I'm going to let the respondent speak.
Please state your name for the record.
Sibeli Avalar.
Okay, can you give me a progress report, please?
Yeah, we've submitted plans already to the city. Currently is going under review. We just had some comments sent to us, and we're going to be submitting some corrections fairly soon. So just hoping you guys can give us a little bit of extra time so we can finish the permitting process.
Okay.
If you guys need, I can give you the process number.
No, we have it. We have the permit here.
Okay.
The city will request 91 days and order to reappear.
Okay, so 91 days, we'll suspend the fines during that time, and you will reappear on my April 18th docket, unless it's finished beforehand.
Yeah, that should be more than enough time.
Okay, all right, great.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Our next case is on page 15, Chief George Oliva. Property address 706 Northeast 2nd Street, owner Villa Victoria Condo Association, Inc., Case number BE 2307-0186. Notice posted at the property 11/29/23. Posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
Senior Building Inspector Jose Saragusti, presented case on behalf Chief George Oliva, case and address as read. The required safety inspection report has not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come in compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
Good
Please.
morning. My name is
Good morning.
Christian Alvarez. I'm the general counsel for the association.
Okay, so your client needs to submit a report within 42 days.
Well, the situation with this case is that
And then they
it's
won't
our
get a
position
break
that we don't believe that this report, we believe that this association is exempt from the requirements of submitting this report based on their status as a townhouse. Now, if you allow me, I can explain to you the building code and the Florida statutes that I'm relying on. So according to section under 110.15 of the Broward County Administrative Provisions, the same provisions that started this inspection requirement, it specifically lays out a certain amount of properties that are exempt from this inspection requirement. Specifically, it mentions fee simple townhouses designed and constructed according to the definitions and requirements for townhouses stated in the FBC building code and the FBC residential codes. Now, under the Florida Building Residential Code, it specifically states that a single-family dwelling, this is the definition that it gives for a townhouse or a townhome. It specifically states a single-family dwelling not exceeding 3 stories in height construction in a group of 2 or more attached units with property lines separating each unit, which extends from foundation to roof with a yard or public way not less than 2 sides. So in this situation, we're talking about 2 buildings that has approximately 5 units on each building.
Okay.
Each building is comprised of townhomes. Townhomes have a front carport and a backyard. So it has two entryways and exitways from the back and from the front, right? So under the definition of what a townhome is, and under what the exemptions are under the provisions of the family, under the provisions that the inspection report was required under, is our position that these are townhomes and they should be exempt under the code.
Okay.
Your Honor, Chief George Oliva, the city disagrees with his representation due to the fact that this is one building with different units in one building under one roof over 3,500, which is stated by Board of Broward County Board Rules and Appeals. It does require the safety report. I already went to the attorney regarding this case and explaining to them about the building size and why it needs to be required. Even the city assistant attorney was present with me in the emails, and we went back and forth with them. So the city is still requesting the safety report, and in 42 days, or $100 per day thereafter.
Okay, city attorney want to weigh in? I'm not seeing any pictures of the buildings or whatever, so I could use some assistance.
Well, Your Honor, the chief is correct. It is, and typically, obviously, as you know, we don't have or present pictures. I'm just looking to try to find some of the emails on the case, but again, the chief is stating that it's under one roof.
Go to BCPA and print this picture.
Oh, he's going to print a picture. It is a condo association. That's the ownership, as you see. They're not exempt, and, oh, hold on. The lists actually are generated by the county. The county is the one that determines the eligibility, sends the list of those properties to the cities, not just the city of Fort Lauderdale, but to the cities for the enforcement and compliance with the 40-year, now 25-year inspection program.
forgot the address. Let me move the page. You had the address. You have it.
706.
Would also like to clarify that it's two buildings, it's not one building.
Northeast
It's
2nd
two
Street.
buildings that are right next to each other, and each building has approximately 4 to 5 and townhomes. I did concede the exception that the exception does not apply to buildings over 3,500 square feet per the code, but our understanding in my position is that this falls under the townhome exception, not the square footage exception.
Your Honor, the city is still recommending for the attorney to go back to board if he would feel like it, but the city today is mandated to request for the
All right,
report.
it looks like from the pictures that it is all under one roof.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
and for the record, Your Honor, we're showing, and I'll show counsel, we're showing the aerial view from BCPA of the property and the two buildings. And if you could just, show him.
Well, he should know if he's a counsel for the association.
I know, but we're going to show him since we're.
Yes, correct. Like I said, it's two buildings, but the exception doesn't matter whether it's all under the same roof or not. It's the definition of whether a unit is a townhome. And by the definition of the Florida Building Code, these two or more units attached to each other, but they have their own property
the
lines.
city is gonna recommend the imposition of fine. What he's saying is not true. This is not the Florida Building Code. This is the board rules on appeal on the state of Florida law that require any building above 3,500 square to be inspected by an engineer and provide the city with a safety report. The definitions, the townhouse, single unit, that has nothing to do. It's one building under one roof with many units inside, which the townhouse, condominium, home, whatever you want to call it, is still required to meet the compliance for the safety report.
And if this list is formed by the county and then they mandate us to take action on it, so.
Yes, ma'am. The
All
city
right.
has no ruling, but follow what Broward County and the state of Florida require from them.
All right. Okay, I'm going to grant the 42 days or 100 days thereafter, and you can fight it out with the county.
Understood. I mean, if it comes to, we just may have to appeal to the circuit court. It's okay.
Who was the attorney that talked to me?
The president of the association is also an attorney.
Well,
so I'm
you
also an
better
attorney.
talk to
So
her
there's-
then.
you may have spoken to her. I'm aware that there was correspondence back and forth regarding the city attorney, but we never got a final determination, and we got the same answer as, well, let's just fight it out with Bora.
Okay.
So, Your Honor, just for the record.
For the record,
Yeah, so we're clear because the remedy is not circuit court appellate, and normally I would not advise lawyers on remedies because that's their job to figure that out. But again, this is an interpretation of the Board of Rules and Appeals on one of its own orders, so there is an administrative remedy that would preclude a circuit court appellate action, which would be to file an appeal with the Board of Rules and Appeals or to seek an interpretation with that board.
Okay.
And the cost is going to be graded doing the inspection report.
Yeah, and after reviewing the pictures, I'm making a finding of fact that this is indeed one building.
Regardless, we've already spoken to vendors regarding providing the report in case of, how this was going on. And we've been advised also by these specific vendors that this building would fall under that exception. But regardless of the fact, I understand your decision.
Okay.
And whatever appellate procedures that I have in place, then I'll just follow those.
Your Honor, that decision belongs to a professional engineering and structural discipline. An attorney is not even allowed to request an extension under the Florida safety report.
All right, I've ruled, thank you.
So 42 days, if I'm not...
42 days or $100 a day thereafter.
Understood. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 7, Senior Inspector Alexander Boris, property address 1844 Southeast 1st Avenue. Owner Ann Moniz, case number BE 2305-0184. Notice posted at the property 12/27/23, posted at 1 East Boulevard, 1424.
Which one? First one. First one. Thank you.
Alexander Laborez, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case number and address as read. This property was cited for violation of Florida Building Code 2020, Section 105.1, work and change of use without permit, including but not limited to interior alteration, including but not limited partitions to create 10 rooms, offices, change of use from residential single family to business without obtaining change of use permit or any permit. Property was cited for violation of Florida. Property was also cited for violation of Florida Building Code 2020, Section 111.1.1, use and occupancy, for occupying without the required certificate of occupancy. The case was opened May 30, 2023. Inspection report mailed to the property owner on June 1st, 2023. A revised inspection report was mailed to the property owner on October 5th, 2023. Record shows permit application BLD-CU-23100001, awaiting client reply. The city is requesting for the magistrate to find that violation exists and grant the property owner the following. For the violation of Florida Building Code 2020, Section 105.1, 63 days to come into compliance, or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. For the violation of Florida Building Code 2020, Section 111.1.1, 63 days to come into compliance, or a fine of $100 per day thereafter. The city is also requesting for the final order to be recorded. The respondent is here to speak.
Good morning. Please state your name for the record.
Can you press the button? There you go.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Ivan Tar. I represent the owner, Dr. Ann Moniz, who owns the property next door. I think we were here last year because we had purchased a property. It had multiple violations, and we closed them as a residential unit. There was interior conversions. We actually started this process of trying to do the after-the-fact permit and the change of use, and it's taken significantly longer. We actually filed for a change of use in July. We've been trying to work with the city, and I think we're actually relatively close. I'd like to ask for a 90-day extension to be able to complete everything. I think everything is in the city right now as far as being reviewed and close to finals from what I'm being told.
The issue is that the property is being occupied. There's no inspection. It's being occupied without a certificate of occupancy, and for a change of use. It's not, the city at this time cannot support any extension on this matter because the property is being occupied.
And Your Honor, as the inspector said, that the application has been waiting client reply, so that's the property owner's reply, since October 2nd.
Okay.
So,
All right, I'm going to give 63 days. If you run into a problem, you contact the inspector.
or a fine of.
Or a fine of $50 a day on 105.1 and $100 a day on the certificate of occupancy. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our next case is on page 3. Senior Inspector Alejandro Del Rio. Property address 2425 Northeast 22nd Terrace. Owner Richard B. Carey, Priscilla M. Martinez. Case number BE 2306-0067. Notice posted at the property on 11/30/23. Posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1424.
Inspector Martinez, presenting case on behalf of Building Inspector Alejandro Del Rio. Property address as read. There are expired permits related to this property as stated in today's agenda. The city is requesting 42 days to comply or $50 per day thereafter.
Say that one.
The city is requesting 42 days to comply or $50 per day thereafter.
Okay. Please state your name for the record.
My name is Richard Carey. I'm the property owner.
Okay. Are you in agreement to apply for the permits within 42 days?
To apply for the permit, yes. So we essentially, we bought the house and this permit wasn't closed out, so we have to reopen it. I went to the city. They told me I had to send a certified letter. I've tried to contact him. He didn't do anything. So now that the certified letters come back, I actually have all the paperwork filled out so that I can apply for the owner-builder permit. And because all that's left on it was to call for the final, and he just didn't call for the final.
Okay, all right, so 42 days should be sufficient.
That should be
for you
fine.
to take care.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 13, Chief George Oliva, property address 341 North Birch Road. Owner, FTL Yacht and Beach Club Condo Association 1, case number BE 23070232. Notice posted at the property on 12/12/23. Notice posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard, 1424.
Good morning. According to the information that was supplied to us, it was...
One moment, sir.
Wait one
sorry.
second. Let the
Señor
inspector
Building Inspector
present the
José
case.
Saragusti, sorry. On behalf, presenting the case on behalf Chief George Oliva, case and address as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180 days extension and $100 per day thereafter.
Okay.
Okay, sir, please state your name for the record.
Good morning. My name is Bill Hani. I'm Vice President of the Board and a current full-time resident at the Fort Lauderdale Yacht and Beach Club, 341 North Birch Road, Fort Lauderdale,
Okay.
Florida.
All right.
All of the documents that we have pertaining to, I believe, building and electrical, we filed under the guideline instructions provided to Lauderdale Build. Can I assume that those were properly uploaded and you have them?
Yes, the report repair required to comply, sorry.
So the city received the report,
Thank you.
and the report identifies that the building needs repairs.
Correct.
So that's why the inspectors asked for the additional time, because you need to make the repairs, and then the engineer of record would submit a final clean report saying that the building is safe for continued occupancy after the repairs have been
So
done.
we have 180 days to
Yes.
make those
Yeah.
repairs.
That's
Correct.
Understood.
All right, thank you.
Both report request needs repairs.
I'm sorry?
Both reports, electrical and structural. both.
Understood.
Yeah.
Both electrical and building.
Yeah.
Yes.
Structural,
Understood.
yes.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you also have 301 North Birch Road? No? Okay. Our next case is also on page 13, 301 North Birch Road, owner Birch Point Condo Association, case number BE 23070165. Notice posted at the property on 12/12/23. Notice posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 1424.
Señor Building Inspector José Saragusti, presenting the case on behalf Chief George Oliva, case and address as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180 days extension and $100 per day thereafter.
Okay, please state your name for the record. No, you just shut yourself off. Push it, press it again.
Oh, it was live before.
Okay.
Juan Gallo, owner. I'm
Okay.
here representing the building as the president of the association with Warren Autry, the treasurer.
Okay. Do you understand that you have 180 days to complete the repairs?
Correct.
Okay.
First of all, I would like to clear our record. I mean, we keep receiving these violation letters where we really filed both the electrical and the structural on time. I don't know if that's maybe a typo, but we kept receiving these violation letters, and they get displayed in the building, and people keep asking me what's going on. So if we can clean that up, that will be.
And that's under the Florida Statute 162.
No, I understand the notification, but I don't think we have a violation because we filed on time.
Yes.
Both inspections.
But both repairs require.
No,
also-
we know that, yeah.
Right, so the violation's still open because the engineer cannot provide a clean report to the city that there are no violations and the building is safe for continued use and occupancy.
Correct.
So it's a two-step process. You are in violation because it's not recertified yet. It's a two-step process.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Now-
so that's
now
why
it-
you get the
sorry.
180 days to do the repairs.
Not because we were in violation before. Okay, I got
Correct.
it.
Yep.
We got it.
Yep.
We have decided in the building to do a more extensive work, taking advantage of these small fixes. Is it possible to get more than 180 days?
We cannot give more than 180 days.
So what can happen after the 180 days if you're not finished with your enhanced repairs? The engineer of record can provide a letter to the city detailing why more time is needed, and then they'll evaluate that to give you potentially more time.
So we have to get started, and then
Yes.
as we progress.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have to try to get it done within the next 180 days. If you can't, the engineer has to submit another letter to the city and they'll consider it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It needs to be what?
There needs to be an active permit. So
An active
whatever you
permit.
want to do, get those permits in quickly.
Yes. Okay.
All right, thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 1. Senior Inspector Jose Saragusti, property address 433 Southwest 28th Ave. Owner Pampa Galgo 2 LLC, case number BE 2308-0210. Notice posted at the property on 12/18/23. Notice posted at 1 East Borough Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Inspector Saragusti, on behalf of the city presenting the case as read, I received the case from email regarding construction work without permits, new plumbing, electrical, new panel, new AC unit, entry doors, and a good structure on the back of the property. The property was cited for work without permit under Florida Building Code 2020-105.1. The case was opened on August 11th, 2023. Inspection report was mailed on August 11th, 2023. Final notice was mailed on September 15, 2023. Notice of hearing posted on the property in October 18, 2023. I have been in contact with the property owner, and they bought the property in this condition. They are working in the plans in this moment. We are asking the magistrate to find that the violation exists and to grant to the property owner 63 days to come in compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter.
Sir, please state your name for the record.
Need to push here?
No, you're on.
Okay. My name is Christian Ferreira. I'm representing the owners with a power of attorney.
Okay. Is your client in agreement with the 63 days to bring the property into compliance?
Yes, actually, the contractor said that they need at least 15 more days to finish with the blueprint and to come to the city to present to ask for the permits.
63 days should be sufficient then.
I think so, yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's all.
Order to be recorded, please.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you so much, too.
Our next case is on page 41, Chief George Oliva. Oh, 1 second. Property address 5601 North Powerline Road, owner PBC Investors 1 LLC, care of K Properties Ground FLS, case number BE 23070131. Notice posted at the property on 11/29/23, posted at 1 East Borough Boulevard on 1/4/24.
George Oliva, in representation of the city, case and address as read. This case needs to be in compliance on the next 42 days by the owner submitting the report to us, or $100 per day thereafter.
Please state your name for the record.
My name is Enrique Fino.
Okay, do you understand you need to submit that report within 42 days?
I'd like to request a few more days, possibly 60.
No, sir, sorry.
We're not allowed to do that. The ordinance makes it clear, 42 days.
If a report is submitted, can I get 180 days after before it's...
Correct.
So I can get additional time with a report?
Once the report is submitted, you'll have another 180 days to complete the work.
Okay. Yeah.
All
If that's a decision, thank you.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 43. Property address 6350 Northwest 9th Ave. Owner 6300 Powerline Shopping LLC. Case number BE 2307-0220. Notice posted at the property on 11/29/23. Notice posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
George Oliva, in behalf of the city, case and address as read. The safety report has not been submitted, and the city is requesting from the owner to come into compliance in the next 42 days, or $100 per day thereafter.
Please state your name for the record.
Andrea Norman, I'm the property manager.
Okay.
Our tenant declined to send someone to represent them. They have completed the report, but they have not filed it. I followed up with them this morning.
Okay, well, let them know they have 42 days to do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Or they'll be fined, oh, well, the property owner gets fined $100
We get,
a day.
yes, we get fined. I will be sending them a very lovely email after this hearing.
Okay, sounds good to me. All right, and do you also have the next case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Property address 6302 Northwest 9th Ave. Owner 6300 Powerline Shopping LLC. Case number BE 2307-0229. Notice posted at the property on 11/29/23. Notice posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Tasha, that case is 0229, the last 4 digits? Yes. Thank you. George Oliva, in behalf of the city, the report was submitted to us, but it required repairs. So at this moment, we're asking for 180 days to come into compliance and $100 per day thereafter.
Okay, state your name again for the record.
Andrea Norman.
Okay, do you understand you have 180 days now to complete the work?
Yes, ma'am. The work will be done before that. There was an inspection on the 16th, 2 days ago, so we anticipate the work being done in the next 30 days.
Okay, very well. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Our next case is on page 14. Property address 555 Northwest 62nd Street. Owner ABH Corp. of New York, Kentucky, Zinc LLC, and all others. Case number BE 2307-0157. Notice posted at the property on 12/6/23. Notice posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Senior Building Inspector Saragusti, presenting the case on behalf Chief George Oliva, case and address as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180 days and $100 per day thereafter.
Please state your name for the record.
Good morning, Venetia Powder, representing the owners through power of attorney.
Okay, and is your client aware that that the report failed and there's work to be done?
Yes.
Okay, all right, 180 days.
That's all we need.
All
Thank
right,
you.
perfect.
Thank you.
Our next case is on page 16. Property address 720. Wait, no, that's not it. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong page. Sorry. 720 East Cypress Creek Road. Owner W2005 New Century Hotel. Portfolio LP, care of Ryan LLC. Case number BE 23070222. Notice posted at the property on 12/6/23. Notice posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Asha, 2720 is 6. Okay. Senior Building Inspector Saragusti presenting the case as read. On behalf of Chief Judge Loliva, case and address as read, the case is comply.
Okay. So you're free to go.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Complied? You said complied?
Yeah, complied.
Our next case is on page 46. Chief George Oliva, property address 6602 North Federal Highway, owner In and Out Realty LLC, 4000 North Federal Highway LLC, case number BE 23070041. Notice posted at the property on 11/30/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
George Oliva, on behalf of the city, case and address as read. The report was submitted to us and repairs are required. So the city is requesting 180 days extension to comply and $100 per day thereafter.
Please state your name for the record.
Good morning. Francesca Rodas.
Okay. So the report that you submitted indicated that repairs need to be done, so you'll have 180 days to do the repairs?
Correct.
Or face a fine of $100 a day thereafter?
Correct. My understanding is that the electrical permit was already applied for, but FPL was very delayed in giving an appointment to do the disconnect, whatever it's called, the disconnecting. So that meeting was just given for February, early February. So I think the 180 days should be work fine.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Our next case, Senior Inspector Leonardo Martinez on page 4. Property address 1411 Bayview Drive. Owner Gutta Holdings LLC. Case number BE 23050204. Notice posted at the property on 11/30/23. Posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24. So who are these people? Okay, yeah, we'll call that one later. Is there someone here for 347 North Birch Road?
No, same person.
Same person? Okay, have you guys signed in yet? Have you all signed in?
I don't have power of attorney.
Oh, you're waiting for power of attorney?
Yeah, well, we are.
They're just going to listen. So you want to hear it?
I'm waiting for the president of the association to get here.
Okay, and you, ma'am?
I'm here. I don't have power of attorney. I'm here to hear what Ruby Gardens. I'm looking over there. I have a lawyer, but he's not here.
Okay. And you, sir, same thing? Okay. Okay, one moment, please. Oh, that's what I'm thinking. 'Cause what happens is we have so many people, we had some people come in. At this time, we're going to take a 20-minute recess. Thank you. Magistrate hearing. Oh, that's one. No, she said go ahead. Yeah, she said go ahead. She's coming. Our next case, we're good, Jerry? Okay. Our next case is on page 19, Chief George Oliva. Property address 1000 Southeast 4th Street. Case number BE 2307-0139, owner, Riverview Garden Apartments Condominium. Notice posted at the property on 12/13/23. Notice posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24. And Your Honor, and I just wanted to note that there is a owner in that building that wants to speak as well.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. 19 at the bottom of the page.
George Oliva, on behalf of the city, case and address as read. The safety report has not been submitted to the city, and the city is asking from the owners to come into compliance in 42 days and $100 per day thereafter if they're not submitted.
Okay, please state your name for the record.
My name is Sabrina Montemerani.
Okay, what would you like to tell me?
That Mr. Hillman, he will talk for me, is
Okay.
our engineer for the 40-year inspection.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Henry Hillman with Hillman Engineering. I'm here as the engineer of record for the association now. We were hired in late November. We have completed both the structural and the electrical inspections. And we are in the process of preparing plans and specifications to put this out to bid to do the repairs. There's a limited amount of work that need to be done, but there is work necessary on both the roof, the structure, and the electrical systems. They're not major, but they are required.
Okay, well, the report has to be submitted within 42 days, and then there'll be 180 days to complete the work.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I have copies of the reports, and we'll have the, their attorney somehow just didn't show up, and so
All right.
I'm trying to help them through it. And I'll get them to go ahead and file these. They have copies. We'll get them filed as soon as possible.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mr. Hillman.
Okay?
All right.
All right. Thank you very
sir.
much. Okay?
Yep.
She
I
wanted to,
thought there
that's
was
one of
a
the unit
resident.
owners. They want to speak.
Yeah,
Okay?
yes.
Sit down.
Okay. Please, good morning. Please raise your hand. Do you swear and affirm to tell the truth at today's proceedings?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
My name is Christy Connor. I own Unit 300.
Can you talk into the
Yeah,
mic?
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Christy Connor, and I own Unit 300. And this has been a complete and utter egregious disaster to start with. This all began when I noticed a nest on the 3rd floor, or this wall, and I reported it to the association, like many other things that became ignored. And then I called a pest control company. I was very surprised to hear that there was termites in that particular wall, which is in question. And at that point, I called a state inspector from Mr. Simpson's office in Tallahassee. The state inspector was there for 3 hours. He did a phenomenal job. There is termites rampant in the wall. I emailed the association, and before I submitted all my evidence, they told me that I was the one that created the termites and they're inside my unit. Then I submitted the photos, the affidavits, and everything to go along with it. Then the following day, they had undocumented workers, came with cement blocks, and just started building a wall. I called the city. The city came and did a stop work permit order. That's been going on since July. I cannot even sell my condo because I can't get recertification. I then have to disclose termites. I have a financial obligation, unlike the people on the association board. I owe my lender. I bought this unit 2 years ago. They were very well aware of termites in the storage unit that was never disclosed to me below me. That's been going on for years. They demolished that, or renovated it, so to speak, and did not gas, did not tent. The inspector that was there for 3 hours in July stated this needs to be tented. It needs to be gassed. Well, that's never happened.
Okay.
And, you
Ms.
know,
Khanna, unfortunately, the termite issue is not in front of me today, so there's really not any relief that I can give you for that.
well, I mean, they're trying to build a wall, right, at this point. And then there's roof issues, like the engineer just stated.
Yeah.
That was just in litigation for over 2 years, when they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, it's all ridiculous.
Well, when the report comes in, it'll be reviewed by the department, and they will say what corrections have to be made to the building. What's in front of me today is just to enter an order so that they
Right.
can submit the report for review.
I understand that. I know, you know, Mr. Oliva is, you know, doing his due diligence, but at this point now, they're going to play the game another 6 months. I'm there, stuck there, or I just fire sale my place, which I'm not willing to do. So because of their actions, and I now have a lawyer now, his name is Mark Kerr. So at this point, I now have to go litigate with them and spend, you know, a lot of money.
Well, they're on the building's radar now, and so they're going to follow through and make sure that the repairs are done that are required
Right.
by the report.
Right. Death threats, you name it. You know, this is just because I spoke up and told the truth from the beginning. I just had nothing but just chaos living there. It's just been a nightmare, and it's not right. I mean, what they've done, like the roof issues, putting tarps, cover-ups. I mean, the elevator license, and this has nothing to do with today, that's been expired for 3 years. The elevators smell like burnt wires. I mean, why am I paying all these assessments? I'm just making points here, you know. This has nothing to do with anyone on the board or Mr. Oliva, you know, but it's just sad.
Well, thank you for bringing it to our attention, and I'm sure there'll be referrals to other departments. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, Your Honor, at this time, that concludes all of our respondents, because, sir, you're just here to listen to, okay. So we're gonna go back to page 1. Senior Inspector Mary Rich, property address 501 Northwest First Ave. Owner, Fat Village Project LLC, in care of Hines. Notice posted at the property on 12/28/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Good morning, Inspector Rich with the City of Fort Lauderdale. Case and address are as read by clerk. Case was originally cited by Inspector Dressel, and the following violation was cited. 9-1D, any violation of the Florida Building Code shall be in violation of this section and punishable as provided for in this section. There is construction work at this property that was started or completed without obtaining the required permits, consistent of but not limited to a chain link fence. An inspection report was mailed on July 27, 2023 to owner listed in Broward County Property Appraisers. As of pre-hearing inspection on January 17, 2024, the violation remains. There's no permits. Well, the permits have been applied for and are in process at this time. The city has requested 91 days or $50 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 545 North Andrews Ave. Owner, Fat Village Project LLC, care of Hines. Case number BE 2307-0337. Notice posted at the property on 12/28/23. Posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24. Page 2.
Good morning, Senior Inspector Rich, presenting for the City of Fort Lauderdale. Case and address are as read. The case was originally cited by Inspector Dressel, and the following violation was cited. 47-2.2.Q.1 has been withdrawn. 9-1D, any violation of the Florida Building Code shall be a violation of this section and punishable as provided for in this section. There is construction work at this property that was started or completed without obtaining the required permits consistent of, but not limited to, the chain link fence. An inspection report was mailed on July 27, 2023, and the owner listed in Broward County Property Appraisers. As of the pre-hearing inspection on January 17, 2024, the violation remains. The permits have been applied for and are in process at this time. The city is requesting 91 days or $50 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 901 Southwest 10 Terrace, case number BE 2306-0036, owner Donald Allen Clark. Notice posted at the property on 12/5/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Senior Inspector Rich, presenting for the City of Fort Lauderdale. Case and address are as read by the clerk. Case was originally cited by Building Inspector Trainee Jeff Franklin, and the following violation was cited. Section 47-20.13.g, driveway was altered in right-of-way. An inspection report was mailed out on June 7, 2023, and a final notice was mailed on July 25, 2023, to owner listed in Broward County Property Appraisers. A notice of hearing was posted at property on October 10, 2023. As of the pre-hearing inspection on January 17, 2024, the violation remains. I have had contact with the property owner, who is going through some personal issues at the time, and the city is requesting 91 days or $50 per day thereafter.
So ordered. $91.50.
Page 4 at the top, property address, did it not call this case? Oh, they had left, right? Yeah. Property address 347 North Birch Road, 1-9, owner Gota Holdings, LLC, case number BE 2305-0203. Notice posted at the property on 12/12/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Building Inspector Leo Martino representing the city, case analysis as read. I visited this property, and at the time of my inspection, I observed through the windows that the entire interior was in the process of being remodeled, including but not limited to new kitchens and bathroom, new water heater, new ceiling lights, and electrical panel. The only permit issue previously was the windows and door. The property was cited for work without permit on the Florida Building Code 2020, Section 105.1. Case was opened and inspection report was mailed out to the property owner on June 6, 2023. Final notice was sent in July 11th of 2023. And the notice of hearing was posted at the property on October 28th of 2023. There is a master permit BLD-CALT-230A0009 with the permits that were applied on September 10th of 2023. All the permits are in process. We're asking your honor to find that the violation exists and to grant the property owner 63 days to come into compliance of fines of $50 per violation per day thereafter. And I would like the order to be recorded.
So ordered.
Your Honor, I would just like to skip to page 31 at the bottom, just so we can call this case 3201 Port Royal Drive South, Chief George Oliva, owner Port Royal Propco LLC. Case number BE 2307
Tasha,
0037. Yes.
you missed 1411. Oh, okay.
Notice delivered via personal service on 11/30/23. Notice posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
George Oliva, on behalf of the city, case and address as read. The property owner has not complied by providing the city with the the safety inspection report, and the city is requesting 42 days for the owner to come into compliance or $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Okay. Thank you, Chief.
You're welcome.
That was it, yeah. 3201. Yeah. Okay. Going back to page 6 at the bottom. 4. Property address 1411 Bayview Drive.
Tasha, there were 2 cases for Port Royal.
Oh, the other, he was only here for 3201. I just wanted him to be able to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so we made him good.
Yeah. Page 4 at the bottom. Property address 1411 Bayview Drive, owner Gutta Holdings LLC, case number BE 2305-0204. Notice posted at the property on 11/30/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Building Inspector Leo Martinez, representing the city, case and address as read. I visited the property and observed the entire interior was in process of being remodeled, including but not limited to kitchen and bathrooms, new water heater, new ceiling, new lights, and electrical panel. The only issue permit was previously was for windows and door. I posted and store work order. The property was cited work without premise under RPC 2020 section 105.1. The inspection report was mailed out to the property owner on June 6 of 2023. Final notice was mailed on July 17 of 2023, and the notice of hearing was posted at the property on October 20 of 2023. There is a permit, a master permit, BLD-RALT-23080072, and some sub-permits attached to this master permit. And they were applied on September 17th of 2023. All the permits are in process. We're asking your owner to find that the violation exists and to grant the property owner 63 days to obtain the required permits to come into compliance with fines of $50 per violation per day thereafter, and the order to be recorded.
So ordered.
Thank you.
Moving on to page 6. Senior Inspector Alexander Boris, property address 1320 Southwest 14th Ave, owner Progressive Properties LLC. Case number BE 23080253. Notice posted at the property on 11/3/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Alexander Laboret, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case number and address is read. The property was cited for violation of 2020 Florida Building Code, Section 105.1. Work without permit, including but not limited to a total of 9 wood pilings for a boat dock, 4 on the north side and 5 on the east side. The case was opened on 8/15/2023. Inspection report mailed to the property owner on 8/21/2023. Final notice mailed 9/29/2023. The owner has been cooperating, has applied for the permit. City is requesting for the magistrate to find the violation exists and grant property owner 91 days to come into compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. City is also requesting for final order to be recorded.
So ordered.
7, property address 2211 Northeast 53rd Street. Case number BE 23050128, owner Donald Kroll Revocable Trust, Donald Kroll trustee. Case number, notice posted at the property on 12/27/23. Notice posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Alexander Laboret, Building Inspector for the city, on behalf of Inspector Franklin, who no longer works at this division, presenting case number and address is read. Property was cited for violation of City Ordinance 9-1D. Any violation of Florida Building Code shall be a violation of this section and punishable as provided for in this section. There is construction work at the property that was started or completed without obtaining the required permit, consisting of but not limited to new water heater and panel, new kitchen, new bath. Case was opened on May 18, 2023. Inspection report mailed to the property owner on June 5, 2023. Final notice mailed July 11, 2023. Records show that permit application has been submitted, awaiting clients replied. City's requesting for the magistrate to find the violation exists and grant the property owner 91 days to come into compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. City is also requesting for the final order to be recorded.
So ordered.
Moving on to page 8, property address 2780 Northeast 57th Court, owner Development for Life Partners LP. Case number BE 23060152. Notice posted at the property on 11/8/23. Posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Alexander Laboret, Building Inspector for the city, presenting case number and address is read. This case was created to investigate a work without permit complaint. On July 31st, 2023, I met the complainant who stated that the following work without permit had been performed at this property: replacement of windows in the master bedroom and impact door, replacing living room doors with impact doors, removing interior walls between kitchen and main living area, relocating all electrical, plumbing, and HVAC system, installing two HVAC zone system in the property. During this inspection, I was not able to make contact with the property owner. After conducting online research and comparing listing photos with PCPA aerial images and latest approved floor plan, it was determined that illegal work without permit had been performed. The property was cited for violation of 2020 Florida Building Code Section 105.1, work without permit, including but not limited to interior alteration, including but not limited to kitchen remodel, kitchen partitions removed, kitchen appliances, stove, oven, refrigerator, and sink relocated or removed, kitchen window at the west elevation exterior wall removed and window opening closed off, exterior sliding doors replaced at the south elevation exterior wall, windows replaced with doors at west elevation exterior master bedroom wall. Case was opened on June 26, 2023. Inspection report mailed to the property owner July 31st, 2023. Final notice mailed 9/12/2023. Records show no permit application as of January 12. City is requesting for the magistrate to find a violation exists and grant the property owner 63 days to come into compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. City is also requesting final order to be recorded.
So ordered.
Page 9, property address 5830 Northeast 14th Road. Owner 5830 Northeast 14th LLC. Case number BE 2306-0053. Notice posted at the property on 11/8/23. Posted at 1 East Route Boulevard, 1424.
Alexander Labores, building inspector for the city, presenting case number and address is read. The property was cited for violation of 2020 Florida Building Code Section 105.1, work without permit, including but not limited to new wood piles, new precast piles, main entry door replaced, and bathroom alteration to the bathroom that's located between two bedrooms. This case was opened on June 8, 2023. Inspection report mailed to the property owner on 6/26/2023. Final notice mailed 8/3/2023. Owner has been cooperating, has applied for permits. City is requesting for the magistrate to find a violation exists and grant the property owner 91 days to come into compliance or a fine of $50 per day thereafter. City is also requesting final order to be recorded.
So ordered.
Property address 251 Southwest 31st Ave. Inspector Preston Mark. Owner Denise Hackett. Case number BE 2306-0110. Notice posted at the property on 11/22/23. Notice posted at 1 East Route Boulevard, 1424.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector, presenting for the city, case and address as read. There were expired permits related to this property. As stated in the agenda, the city is requesting 42 days to comply and $50 a day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property on page 10, property address 1001 Southwest 29th Street, 1-3. Owner 182 Ocean Avenue LLC. Case number BE 2307-0164. Notice posted at the property on 11/22/23. Posted at 1 East Route Boulevard on 1424.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector, presenting for the city. Case and address as read. There were expired permits related to this property as stated in today's agenda. The city is requesting 42 days to comply and $50 a day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 1041 Northwest 25th Ave. Owner RE Home Solutions LLC. Case number BE 2305-0178. Notice posted at the property on 11/21/23. Posted at City Hall. Posted at 1 East Route Boulevard, 1424.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector, presenting for the city. Case and address as read. This property was cited for violation under Florida Building Code 2020, 105.1. The building was illegally altered and construction work illegally performed without obtaining the required permits in the following manner, but not limited to enclosed Florida room without a permit. I initially visited the property to investigate the complaint of work without permit. During the inspection, I met with the tenant, Sierra, who provided us with access to the property. We found no interior remodeling work being done. However, the back patio was being used as a bedroom. Upon researching this, we found that there were no permits issued for this work. We spoke with the owner, Mr. Alex Tomedin, who indicated that he will replace the sliding glass door to the back of the property and keep the screen porched in and return the property to its original condition. Our records show that permit has been processed and is in the process, and he is cooperating with us at this time. The city is requesting that the magistrate find that a violation exists and to grant the property owner 63 days to come in compliance or a fine of $50 a day thereafter.
So ordered.
Page 11 at the top, property address 1313 Northwest First Ave. Owner Randall C. Robinson Jr., case number BE 2308-0252. Notice posted at the property on 11/21/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Preston Mark Building Inspector presenting for the city, case and address as read. There are expired permits related to this property as stated in today's agenda. The city has requested 42 days to comply and $50 a day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 3300 Southwest. We didn't, oh, I don't have a check. I'm sorry. The line was over it. 2500 Northeast 48th Lane, 306. Owner Leonardo and Irene A. Zing. Case number BE 2308-0205. Notice delivered via personal service on 11/21/23. Posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Preston Mark Building Inspector presented for the city, case and address as read. There were expired permits related to this property as stated in today's agenda. The permit is awaiting issuance. However, the city will request 42 days to comply and $50 a day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 3300 Southwest 15th Ave. Owner 3300 Edgewood LLC. Case number BE 2307-0187. Notice posted at the property on 11/22/23. Posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1/4/24.
Preston Mark Building Inspector presented for the city, case and address as read. This property was cited for violation under City Ordinance 9-1D. Any violation of the Florida Building Code shall be violation of this section and punishable as provided in this section. There was construction work being done at this property without the required permits. This consisted of drywall and framing on the interior and the installation of a door in the garage. This case was originally assigned to Inspector Franklin, who is no longer with the city. He did report that he saw work being done at the interior of the home in the garage area, which involved new framing and drywall work. When he checked the permit history, he did not see any appropriate permits being pulled. I was thereafter assigned the case and was able to meet with the owner, Michael Govan, who indicated that he is a developer and is in the process of redeveloping this property to build several townhouses. He has already pulled his demo permit number BLD GN 240100150, to demolish the existing building. The city is requesting from the magistrate to find that the violation exists and to grant the property owner 91 days to comply and $50 a day thereafter. The city is also requesting that the final order be recorded.
So ordered.
Page 12 at the top, Chief George Oliva. Property address 100 West Cypress Creek Road. Case number BE 2307-0209. Owner Halcar Trade Center LLC. Notice posted at the property on 12/6/23. posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Building Inspector Saragusti presenting case on behalf Chief George Oliva. Case and address as read. Sorry. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180 days extension and $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 112 North Birch Road, owner Wedgewood Court Condo Association, Inc., case number BE 2307-0161. Notice posted at the property on 12/12/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Building Inspector Saragusti presented the case on behalf Chief George Oliva. Case and address as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180 days extension and $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Moving on to page 13 at the bottom. Property address 400 Corporate Drive, owner PFL 7 LLC, case number BE 2307-0227. Notice posted at the property on 12/6/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Building Inspector Saragusti presenting the case on behalf Chief George Oliva. Case and address as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180 days extension and $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Page 14, property address 520 Orton Avenue, owner Garden View Apartments, Inc., case number BE 2307-0188. Notice posted at the property on 12/12/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Building Inspector Saragusti presenting the case on behalf Chief George Oliva. Case and address as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180 days extension and $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address on page 15, property address 610 Southeast 14th Court, owner Casa Bayview 3 Condo Association, Inc., case number BE 2307-0117. Notice posted at the property on 11/8/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Building Inspector Saragusti presenting the case as read on behalf Chief George Oliva. Case and address as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180 days extension and $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 701 West Cypress Creek Road, owner GNC 701 Cypress Investors LLC, case number BE 2307-0147. Notice posted at the property on 12/6/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Building Inspector Saragusti presenting the case on behalf Chief George Oliva. Case and address as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180 days extension and $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Moving on to page 16, property address 800 Corporate Drive, owner RCC2 Inc., in care of Cushman and Wakefield, case number BE 2307-0252. Notice posted at the property on 12/6/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Saragusti presenting case on behalf Chief George Oliva. Case and address as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180 days extension and $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 817 Southeast 12th Court, owner 12th Court.
Sorry, Tasha. In the page 14, sorry. The address 600 Corporate Drive.
Page 14,
Yeah.
600 Corporate Drive, it's closed.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, page 16 at the bottom. Property address 817 Southeast 12th Court, owner 12th Court Townhouses Condo Association, case number BE 23070049. Notice posted at the property on 12/13/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Saragusti presenting the case of behalf Chief George Oliva, case and address as read. The required safety inspection report has not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come in compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address on page 17, property address 899 West Cypress Creek Road, owner Citrix Systems, Inc., case number BE 23070144. Notice posted at the property on 12/12/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Building Inspector Saragusti presenting the case on behalf Chief George Oliva, case and address as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for 180-day extension and $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Page 18, property address 917 Southeast 13th Street, COMM, I guess that's common. Case number BE 23070115, owner Rio Vista Townhomes Condo Association. Notice posted at the property on 11/8/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Saragusti presenting the case of behalf Chief George Oliva, case and address as read. The case is comply and close.
Close?
Yes, please.
Okay. Moving on to page 19, property address 1000 Corporate Drive, owner RCC3 LLC in care of Paul Berkowitz, case number BE 23070250. Notice posted at the property on 12/6/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Good afternoon. City Inspector Andrew Gabbia presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva, case number and address as read by clerk. The report was submitted but failed. The city is asking for 180 days extension and a $100 a day fine thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 1000 Southeast 2nd Street, owner Las Olas Dockside Townhomes, Inc., case number BE 23070154. Notice posted at the property on 12/13/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
City Inspector Andrew Gabbia presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva, case number and address as read by clerk. The report was submitted but failed. The city is asking for 180 days extension and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address, I did that one, right? Southeast 4th Street? Yes, okay. Page 20 at the top, property address 1021 Northwest 51st Court. Owner Stuttgart International Auto, Body Collision 2, Inc., case number BE 23070312. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23. Notice posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
City Inspector Andrew Gabbia presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva, case number and address as read by the clerk. The required safety building report has not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come in compliance by submitting the report within the next 42 days and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 1055 Northwest 51st Court. Owner Stuttgart International Auto, Body Collision 2, Inc., case number BE 23070314. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
City Inspector Andrew Gabbia presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva, case number and address as read by the clerk. The required safety building report has not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come in compliance by submitting the report within the next 42 days and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Moving on to page 21, property address 1101 Northwest 50th Street, Owner, Fort Lauderdale Property Holdings, LLC, case number BE 23070297. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
City Inspector Andrew Gebbia presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva, case number and address as read by the clerk. The required safety building report has not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come in compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days and a fine of $100 a day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 1315 South Miami Road. Owner, Southport Townhomes Condo, Inc., case number BE 23070045. Notice posted at the property on 12/13/23. Notice posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
City Inspector Andrew Gebbia presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva, case number and address as read by the clerk. The report was submitted but failed. The city is asking for a 180-day extension and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Moving on to page 22, property address 1400 Northwest 65th Place. Owner, Colt, South Florida Owner, LP, in care of Equus Capital Partners Limited, case number BE 23070108. Notice posted at the property on 12/1/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
City Inspector Andrew Gebbia presenting on behalf of Chief George Oliva, case number and address as read by the clerk. The required safety building report has not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come in compliance by submitting the report within the next 42 days and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 1401 Northeast 4th Ave. Owner, Insight for the Blind, Inc., case number BE 23080194. Notice posted at the property on 11/13/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
City Inspector Andrew Gebbia presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva, case number and address as read by the clerk. The report was submitted but it failed. The city is asking for a 180-day extension and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
On to page 24 at the bottom, property address 1600 West Commercial Boulevard. Owner, 1600 Commercial Holdings, Inc., case number BE 23070365. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
City Inspector Andrew Gebbia presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva, case number and address as read by the clerk. The required safety report has not been approved. The city is asking for owner to come into compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Moving on to page, dang it. Sorry, 25 at the bottom. Property address 1800 Northwest 19th Street. Owner, ESS-NYFL JV Florida Sub 2 LLC. Case number BE 23080161. Notice posted at the property on 12/7/23. Posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
City Inspector Andrew Gebbia presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva, case number and address as read by the clerk. The required safety building report has not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting the report within the next 42 days and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Okay, page 26, property address 1900 North Federal Highway. Owner, Robert Rickle Trust, JJJ Revocable Trust, in care of Edens and Avant. Case number BE 23080126. Notice posted at the property on 11/13/23. Notice posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector for the city, presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva, case number and address is read. The reports were submitted but failed. The city is asking for 180 days extension and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 1900 North Ocean Boulevard. Owner, Villa Octagon Condo Association, Inc. Case number BE 23070237. Notice posted at the property on 11/30/23. Posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector for the city, presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva, Case number and address is read. The report, the required safety building reports have not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come in compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 2021 East Commercial Boulevard, owner Triton Properties Corp., case number BE 23070275, notice posted at the property on 11/30/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector for the city, presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva. Case number and address is read. The reports were submitted but failed. The city is asking for 180 days extension and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Page 27 at the top, property address 2101 East Commercial Boulevard, owner Amina Inc., case number BE 23070276, notice posted at the property on 11/30/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Building Inspector Martinez, on behalf of Chief Oliva, the case analysis as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180-day extension or $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 2101 West Commercial Boulevard, owner NRNS Acquisition 2101 Commercial LLC, case number BE 23070383, notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of Chief Oliva, case analysis as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180-day extension or $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 2200 Northwest 50th Street, owner RMS Properties 3 LLC, case number BE 23070342. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, case analysis as read. The required safety inspection report has not been accepted. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days and or fines of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Moving on to page 28, property address 2400 East Commercial Boulevard, owner Halcar Coastal LLC, case number BE 23070031, notice posted at the property on 11/30/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, case analysis as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180-day extension or $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 2400 Northeast 33rd Ave, owner Ocean Garden Condo Association, Inc., case number BE 23070234, notice posted at the property on 11/13/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, case analysis as read. The required safety inspection report has not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days and fines $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 2419 East Commercial Boulevard, owner Parenkel LLC, case number BE 23070029, notice posted at the property on 11/30/23, notice posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, case analysis as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180-day extension or $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Moving on to page 29, property address 2445 Southwest 18th Terrace, owner Marina Oaks Condo Association, Inc., case number BE 23070030, notice posted at the property on 12/5/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, case analysis as read. The required safety inspection report has not been accepted. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days or fines of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 2611 East Oakland Park Boulevard, owner 2611 East Oakland Park LLC, case number BE 23080124, notice posted at the property on 11/30/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, and case analysis as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180-day extension of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 2699 West Commercial Boulevard. Owner Christian Life Center Assemblies of God, Inc. Case number BE 230703888. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, the required safety inspection report has not been accepted. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days or fines of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Moving on to page 30, property address 2855 West Commercial Boulevard. Owner Lauderdale Commercial Boulevard Partners LLC. Case number BE 23080002. Notice delivered via personal service on 12/2/23. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, in case analysis has read, the report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for the 180-day extension of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 2901 West Commercial Boulevard. Owner Westcom Partners LLC and all others in care of Freshwater Group LLC. These long names. Case number BE 230703881. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, case analysis has read, the required safety inspection report has not been accepted. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting a new report in the next 42 days, or fines of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 3055 Harbor Drive. Owner Harbor Ridge Place Condo Association, Inc. Case number BE 230700155. Notice posted at the property on 12/12/23. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, the report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for $100, 180-day extension or $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 30, on page 31, property address 3095 Northwest 62nd Street. Case number BE 2307071. Owner RJ Petroleum Properties 3 LLC. Notice posted at the property on 12/1/23. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, case analysis has read, the report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180-day extension or $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 3101 Port Royale Boulevard. Owner Port Royale Propco LLC. Case. I did 32.
Yes, you did 32 when the gentleman was here in the.
Case number BE. Case number BE 230700028. Notice delivered via personal service on 11/30/23. Notice posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, the required case analysis has read, the required safety inspection report has not been accepted. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting a new report in the next 42 days, or fines of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Page 32, property address 3300 Port Royale Drive North. Owner Port Royale Propco LLC. Case number BE 230700036. Notice delivered via personal service on 11/30/23. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, the required safety inspection report has not been accepted. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting a report in the next 42 days or fines of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Page 34, property address 3555 Northwest 53rd Court. Owner ICBP 4 Holding 16 LLC in care of Berkeley Partners Legal Department. Case number BE 23080099. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of the city and in behalf of Chief Oliva, a case analysis has read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180-day extension or $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 3559 Northwest 53rd Street. Owner LRF2 MIA 53rd Street LLC, case number BE 23080066. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Route Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, case analysis as read. The required safety inspection report has not been accepted. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting the new report in the next 42 days or fines of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 3571 Northwest 53rd Street, owner LRF2 MIA 53rd Street LLC, case number BE 23080055. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23. Chief Oliva. Thank you. Notice posted at 1 East Route Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, case analysis as read. The required safety inspection report has not been accepted. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days or fines of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Our next case is on page 35. Property address 3590 Northwest 54th Street. Owner ICBP4 Holdings 16 LLC in care of Berkeley Partners Legal Department. Case number BE 23080082. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23. Posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, the report was submitted, case analysis as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for an extension of 180 days or fines of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 3696 North Federal Highway, owner Coral Ridge Office Center LLC, case number BE 23080123. Notice posted at the property on 11/30/23, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, the report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for a 180-day extension of fines of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Page 36, property address 5050 Northwest 12th Ave 9, case number BE 23070299. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Road Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, case analysis as read. The report was submitted, but it failed. The city is asking for 180 days extension or $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 5080 North State Road 7, owner Partners Preferred Yield Limited, PS Florida 1 Inc., case number BE 23080101. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, case analysis as read. The required safety special report has not been accepted. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days or fines of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
5233 North Powerline Road, case number BE 23070379, owner Gala Home LLC. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Broad Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, case analysis as read. The required safety inspection report has not been accepted by the city. City is requesting the owner to come into compliance by submitting a new report in the next 42 days or fines of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Page 37, property address 5300 Northwest 33rd Avenue, owner RMS Properties 3 LLC, case number BE 23080008. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, in behalf of Chief Oliva, in case analysis as read, the required safety inspection report has not been accepted. The city is asking for the owner to come into compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days or fines of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 5301 Northwest 33rd Ave, owner Landmark Digital Infrastructure, operating company LLC, case number BE 23080026. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Martinez, on behalf of Chief Oliva, in case analysis as read, the report was submitted, but it failed, and the city is asking for 180 days extension or $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Moving on to page 38, property address 5331 Northwest 35th Terrace. Owner, Suntory Water Group, Inc., DBA Crystal Springs. Case number BE 23080045. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23. Posted at 1 East Route Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Inspector Preston Mark, Building Inspector of the City, presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva. A case number and address is read. The required safety billing reports have not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come in compliance by submitting the reports in the next 42 days or a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Moving on to page 39, property address 5350 Northwest 35th Ave. Case number BE 23080032. Owner, Checker Prop, Florida 5360 Northwest 35th LLC. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Route Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Preston Marks, Building Inspector for the city, presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva. Case number and address is read. The required safety billing reports have not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come in compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 5350 Northwest 35th Terrace. Owner, East Group Properties LP. Case number BE 23080096. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23. Posted at 1 East Route Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector for the city, presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva. Case number and address is read. The required safety billing reports have not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come in compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days or a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 5400 Northwest 10th Terrace. Owner, LJR 2430 LLC, BH 5400 LLC, and RDR 5400 LLC, and all others. Case number BE 23070283. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Route Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector for the city, presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva. Case number and address is read. The required safety billing reports have not been approved. The city is asking for the owner to come in compliance by submitting the report in the next 42 days, and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Moving on to page 40, property address 5401 Northwest 10th Terrace. Owner, Ellison Properties LLC. Case number BE 23070339. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Route Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector for the city, presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva. Case number and address is read. The reports were submitted but failed. The city is asking for 180 days extension and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Page 40 at the bottom, property address 5600 North Federal Highway. Owner, Green West USA, Inc. Case number BE 23070019. Notice posted at the property on 11/30/23, posted at 1 East Route Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Preston Mark, Building Inspector for the city, presenting on behalf of Chief Oliva. Case number and address as read. The reports have been submitted but failed. The city is asking for 180 days extension and a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 5701 North Andrews Way. Owner, Nexus Property Partners LLC. Case number BE 23070135. Notice posted at the property on 11/30/23, posted at 1 East Route Boulevard on 1/4/24.
George Oliva, in behalf of the city, case and address as read. They haven't complied with the 42-day, they haven't complied with the 40 years safety inspection, and the city is requesting 42 days for them to come into compliance, or $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 5750 North Powerline Road. Owner, MCC HQ LLC. case number BE 23070136. Notice posted at the property on 11/29/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Joshua Lee, in behalf of the city, the report was submitted and does require repairs, so we're asking for 180 days to come into compliance by submitting a new report of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
On page 42, property address 5900 North Andrews Ave, owner CFC Offices LLC in care of Vision Properties, case number BE 23070230. Notice posted at the property on 11/30/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Joshua Lee, in behalf of the city, the report was filed, but it needs repairs, so the city is requesting from the owner to come into compliance within 180 days and $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 6010 Northwest 9th Ave, case number BE 23070215, owner Acrolux Building 2 LLC in care of James Giuseppe. Notice posted at the property on 12/2/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Joshua Lee, on behalf of the city, the report was submitted but requires repair, so the city is requesting a 180-day extension and $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 6201 North Andrews Ave, owner Cypress Creek Association Limited Partner in care of Kimco Realty Corporation, case number BE 23070231. Notice posted at the property on 11/30/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard, 1/4/24.
Joshua Lee, on behalf of the city, the report was submitted, but repairs are required, so the city is requesting from the owner to come into compliance within 180 days or $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Okay, page 43, yeah. Property address 6351 Northwest 28th Way, owner 6351 Limited, case number BE 23070046. Notice posted at the property on 12/1/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Joshua Lee, on behalf of the city, the report was submitted, but it requires repairs, so we're asking for the owner to come into compliance in the next 180 days or $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Your Honor, I have to go back to page 41.
Okay.
Property address 5701 North Andrews Way, case number BE 23070135. Chief?
1 second, I'm getting to page. I'm sorry, Your Honor, I say 42 days, and they did submit the report, and they need repair, so it should be 180 days and $100 per day thereafter.
Okay, and that's 5701 North Andrews Way?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, thank you. So ordered.
Sorry for the mistake.
Okay. Moving on to page 44. Property address 6363 Northwest 6th Way, owner FL16 Fort Lauderdale LLC in care of Altus Group, case number BE 23070148. Notice posted at the property on 12/1/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Joshua Lee, on behalf of the city, they haven't complied with the required report, so the city is requesting 42-day extension for them to comply by submitting the report and $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 6400 Northwest 5th Way, owner TMT Properties, Inc., case number BE 23070153. Notice posted at the property on 12/6/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Joshua Lee, on behalf of the city, the report haven't been submitted, and the city is requesting 42-day extension for them to comply and $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Moving on to page 45, property address 6405 North Federal Highway, owner North Broward Hospital District, Attention Real Estate, case number BE 23070257. Notice posted at the property on 11/8/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
Joshua Lee, on behalf of the city, the report was submitted, but it requires repairs. So we're asking 180 days for the owner to come into compliance and $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 6499 North Powerline Road, owner Cypress Creek Office Park LLC, case number BE 23070127. Notice posted at the property on 11/29/23, posted at 1 East Route Boulevard on 1/4/24.
George O'Leary, on behalf of the city, the report was submitted, but repairs are required. So we're asking for the owner to come into compliance in the next 180 days or $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 6600 North Andrews Ave, owner 6600 North Andrews Avenue LLC, in care of Cardinia Real Estate LLC, case number BE 23070143. Notice posted at the property on 11/30/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
George O'Leary, on behalf of the city, the report was submitted but it requires repair. So the city asking for 180 days for the owner to come into compliance and $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 6650 North Andrews Ave, owner LR Lauderdale Hotel LLC, case number BE 23070203. Notice posted at the property on 11/30/23, posted at 1 East Route Boulevard on 1/4/24.
George O'Leary, on behalf of the city, they have not submitted reports, and the city requesting 42 days for the owner to come into compliance and $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Property address 6700 North Andrews Ave, owner CPN West LLC, in care of Cypress Creek West 1-Bill Box number 15-3813-1104, case number BE 23070205. Notice posted at the property on 12/6/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
George O'Leary, on behalf of the city, the report has not been submitted, and the city is requesting for the owner to come into compliance within 42 days from today, or a fine of $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Moving on to page 47, property address 6701 Northwest 12th Ave, owner Gundo Holdings LLC, case number BE 23070105. Notice posted at the property on 12/1/23, posted at 1 East Broward Boulevard on 1/4/24.
George O'Leary, on behalf of the city, the report was submitted, but repairs are required. We're asking for the owner to come into compliance in 180 days or $100 per day thereafter.
So ordered.
Thank you.
Moving on, in position to impose fines, page 48, property address 518 Northwest 17th Ave, owner Glenn A. Campbell, case number BE 22110022. This case was first heard on 7/20/23 to comply by 9/21/23. One section not complied at $50. City is requesting to impose the full amount of $5,900, which continues to accrue.
So ordered.
Page 49, property address 695 Northwest 10th Terrace, case number BE 23050030, owner Housing Authority of the City of Fort Lauderdale. This case was first heard on 8/17/23 to comply by 9/28/23. One section not complied at $50. City is requesting to impose the full amount of $5,550, which continues to accrue.
I'm sorry, which one are you on?
Page 49 at the top, 695 Northwest 10th Terrace.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
Okay. Is it ordered?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Page 50, property address 2041 Southwest 32nd Terrace, case number BE 23040020, owner Rafaela Consuegra. This case was first heard on 8/17/23 to comply by 9/28/23. One section not complied at $50. City is requesting to impose the full amount of $5,550, which continues to accrue.
So ordered.
Property address 2764 Northeast 15th Street, owner Patricia A. Brennan. Case number BE 23040017. This case was first heard on 8/17/23 to comply by 9/28/23. One section not complied at $50. City is requesting to impose the full amount of $5,550, which continues to accrue.
So ordered.
The bottom of page 51, property address 2624 Gulfstream Lane, case number BE 22100031, owner Lori Karnick Homes LLC. This case was first heard on 2/16/23 to comply by 5/18/23. Fine suspended as noted. One section complied at $50. Total fine $6,100. City is requesting to reduce fines to administrative costs of $1,275.
So ordered.
Page 52, property address 1251 East Sunrise Boulevard, owner Roshni Investments, Inc., case number CE 16050113. This case was first heard on 6/2/16 to comply by 8/6/17. One section complied. City requests to vacate the order from 1/18/18.
So ordered.
Page 53 at the bottom. Property address 2630 Barcelona Drive. Owner Mary and Lee Rubin. Case number 23020070. This case was first heard on 6/15/23 to comply by 8/17/23. Fine suspended as noted. City requests to vacate the 6/15/23 final order and case closed.
So ordered.
Okay. Page 55. Did we read in the one at the top?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that we did.
Okay. Property address 1785 North Andrews Square. Owner Hidden Harbor Condo Association, Inc. Case number BE 22040112. This case was first heard on 9/15/22 to comply by 10/27/22. One section not complied at $100. City is requesting to impose the full amount of $26,400, which continues to accrue.
So ordered.
Page 56, property address 5100 North Federal Highway. Owner Hall Consolidated Group LLC, case number BE 22050145. This case was first heard on 10/20/22 to comply by 4/18/23. One section complied at $100. Total fines $5,600. The city is requested to reduce the fines to administrative costs of $575.
So ordered.
Property address 6260 Northwest 9th Ave. Owner Lemonade MM Cypress Creek LLC. Case number BE 22040159. This case was first heard on 9/15/22 to comply by 10/27/22. One section complied at $100. Total fines $18,600. City is requested to vacate the order from 9/21/23 and reduce fines to administrative costs of $1,275.
So ordered.
Page 57 at the bottom. Property address 733 Northwest 6th Street. Owner Regal Development, Inc. Case number BE 23060058. This case was first heard on 10/19/23 to comply by 11/16/23. One section complied at $100. Total fines $3,400. City is requesting to amend the 11/16/23 comply by date from 11/16/23 to 1/18/24, and case closed.
So ordered.
Okay. This concludes all of our, Your Honor, at this time, we would like to enter into the record all the cases that are listed on page 60 into the record as closed or withdrawn.
So ordered.
Thank you. This concludes our January 18th, 2024 special magistrate hearing for the Building Division.
Water with.